get us underway, and it's also Aidan Miller. That's you.
And ball gets thrown up here, and winning the tap down there was Weezer here for Upwey Tecoma, but getting the ball here at ground level was Burton for Mount Evelyn, and the ball locked up out on the outer side wing, so it's going to be balled up. So Weezer going at it against Fuchs, and the ball goes to ground here. Picked up that time, got a handball out to a teammate that time, and Costas. And a long kick already heading inside 50 here, so early for Upwey Tecoma, couldn't quite take the mark there. Shot at goal, kick smothered. Fisting the ball away that time there was Dark. And a long kick going to the outer side of the ground here. Couldn't quite take the mark there, that time was Burton. And once again, trying to get the ball moving forward here is Upwey Tecoma. Running onto it there, that time I think was Costas once more. Umpire's blowing the whistle. I think he's found a free kick here, so Upwey Tecoma can continue to move forward. Just a short little stab kick there, not the best one though, and that's going to trickle out of bounds. So Bandry throwing inside the forward pocket here for the Tigers.
Upwey got a number 12 out there too, gentlemen.
Yes, they do.
So we'll try and find that out as well. So a couple of number changes, and we'll see what's happened. So just
I might race downstairs for you.
Okay, mate. I'll put you on mute.
There you go, Bandry throwing. So ball just at ground level at the moment. No clear possession. Eventually picked up here this time though, but Patudo.
No, it was Oates.
It was Oates, was it? So Oates just couldn't quite put that one through, and that's the first score of the day. One behind, 0-1-1. Players yet to score here, so the Tigers with the early lead of the day, Leo.
It is indeed. 1.5 minutes gone. That's a solitary score. A nice little shot on goal there by Oates, but unfortunately for Upwey, went through for a behind. Kicking to the Bird Highway or Junebrook end of the ground. Long kick to the Bowling Green side of the ground. And Mount Evelyn, and a good, solid, strong mark taken over there by Thwaites. Wants to square the ball up, does that, and finds a teammate. Took a couple of grabs at it. Did Morris, who just came into the side but dropped it. Oates has got it again for Upwey Tecoma. Puts it in that forward 50. Nobody there in the forward pocket. Leading in the race for the footy there was young Chris O'Brien. But it beats him and everybody else, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw-in. So Liam Beacon got the hand up. He's about 45 metres away from the throw-in. We'll be doing the ruck duties there for Upwey Tecoma, and looks like it's Nap's going to be doing the ruck work for Mount Evelyn. Bit of a size difference here. Beacon easily just taps it straight down to the ground. Upwey can't get all the footy. It's pinging around at the moment, trying to pick the football up. Nobody can do so at the moment. It burrows in there for Upwey Tecoma, burrowing in. And the messages are starting to come along. Blow the siren, says Jason, to a point up. Good afternoon to you two in Kilcunda Bass. A bit of a bruise here. Jason probably blowing a bit harder down there. Up she goes. Once again, Beacom just taps it on top of his head. Comes out a little on the outside, trying to chase the footy. There was Merritt. He couldn't get near the ball. It's back with Upwey Tecoma. Kick straight back into that forward 50 at the back of the pack. No one can take the mark. I thought O'Brien had a run in there. Kicking it around the corner, and a great shot on goal was Porcaro. And Carmine Porcaro puts through the first goal of the afternoon. And Upwey go to a nice little start, 1-1-7. The lead Mount Evelyn yet to score, and it's taken all of 3 minutes, Aidan.
Yeah, very good start there for the Tigers. They've had the ball down there half the entire first few minutes of this game. Just weren't quite able to get any clean entries inside 50, but Porcaro just a nice bit of crumbing work there, and he's put through the first goal of the game, so they'll be happy with this start, the Tigers.
Absolutely, and that ball's gone past the net up the end of the ground now. It's good to see they've got nets at both ends, and generally speaking, it does stop the footy from going over the fence. I think there's one on the Bowling Green holding shot at the moment on rink 2. The other footy now has gone down towards Belgrave, I'd suggest. Well, they've picked it up and gone, and that could be the end of the game.
Tigers will be very happy with that.
Number 12.
Ned Park Jenkinson is number 12.
Ned Park Jenkinson.
Well, Jenkinson's his surname. Yeah. Ned.
Yep, that's what I was told downstairs by a couple of the very kind gents.
Good. Waiting for the footy to come back, mate. There it is back now. Take it away, Liam. Good to see you back.
Yeah, thank you very much, Leo. Happy to help
you
out.
And me, you brought me a music today, not Aidan.
Ball back in the middle, wrapped up straight away there. That time was Forbes, and that ball wasn't going anywhere. Handy goal by Porcaro in the long sleeves at the opposite end of the ground. Leo's just conferring in the record.
Just checking the spelling.
Right. Oh, you just back yourself in half the time, Leo. You should be right.
Yeah, that's it.
Little quick kick out of the pack, went past Beamish. He went underneath and got the handball free, but it was intercepted by Oates, who handballed over the top to no one in particular, and it allows and Evelyn to go forward, but it doesn't go too far for them.
Got a 20 out there from Mount Evelyn as well, boys.
Oh, Peduto goes short and
What's going
finds
on here?
Beacom. I'm not going downstairs again. Aiden can go this time. Big bump there laid on. You can see it, that was 37. It was a Wicks. We got a hole in the ball. Free kick to Mount Evelyn. They run away through the outer side of the centre square. That's just bounced short in front of Cooper. Wasn't Cooper Cole. It was Waters, who had 35 last week. And Upwey Tecoma nearly went inside 450 again. It was all smothered off the chest area of Fuchs. Kick inside 50 by Oates. Went towards Picaro, but it's gone across the face through 4A behind. And it's 1-2-8 to no score. 5.5 gone here in the first quarter.
It was only the first quarter, Liam. It just started.
So I was just figuring it out. Just didn't realise that Aiden was doing the things on the computer today.
Yeah.
The kick out was taken. The mark has been taken by Upwey Tecoma, about 38. Oh, we're only 40 metre arcs here for memory. We have another shot on goal here.
Daniel Giblin, I've got number 20 in the sheet, so I reckon we're going to call him Daniel Giblin. Hope that's him.
Kick on the way from Costas is across the face and through for behind. 1-3, plays no score, 6 gone first quarter.
Well, there you go. So we have a couple of opportunities here so far up by Tecoma and just haven't made the most of them at this stage. I'm sure they'll be happy with the attacking methods of waiting for the kick in to take place. It comes through now at the 6.5 minute mark of the first quarter. Member side of the ground, nobody can take that. A little pick up and a little quick handle out there by Beacom. That's young Nathan Beacom who got it out. Just trying to break through. Great tackle. Umpire says it's built free. Play it on. Kick off the side of the boot from Orange Shore, and it's gone over the line out of bounds on the full. And the resulting free kick going to go the way of Mount Evelyn. So a couple of number changes or play late withdrawals for both sides, unless they're both playing Mickey Mouse on us, and they confused all of us. Short kick couldn't be marked there by Mount Evelyn. Going back a little kick on the middle of the ground. This is young Beamish, puts it onto the other side of the ground. That's a good switch on play. Burton should play on, does so now. Gives her a teammate a run pass on the outer side of the ground. That kick's been smothered. Well done there to the Upwey defences. Little tap along the ground. Didn't go too far at all by young Park Jenkinson from Upwey Tecoma. It's on the outer wing. Who can pick it up here and they're running along that line. They do like playing that side. It's probably the better going at this stage. Long kick into that forward 50 area for Upwey Tecoma. Over the back of the pack. Daniel Waters goes in hard, gets tackled with the footy, gets it out. Umpire lets him go. Quick kick out there by Shaw of Mount Evelyn. Over the top. There's only Upwey players there. Waters. That's Jackson Waters with it. Can he do something with it? Good. Oh, kicks it underground. Can you believe that? May as well have handball it there. Shrugging the tackle. Nobody can pick it up. Oh, that's a bit of a throw. The umpire says it's all right. Waters once again. Big long handball over the top. And Upwey are out now. The old 1-2. They can go straight down along the middle of the ground if they can. Where's Waters? Loves this. Gets in front. Oh, there's a terrific mark taken. Mount Evelyn. Centre half back. Find out who that is a little while. It's a beautiful mark, and they can switch play back to the member side.
Yeah, they do so indeed, Leo, and here's the 22. We don't have a 22 on our list, Leo. Kick down the line. Oh, apologies, Johansson it was. Ball inside forward 50, and it's just been trickling out of bounds. It was escorted over, if anything. Sorry, I just had to look at the top of the list. I forgot all about it.
Late inclusion earlier. I got that one earlier today. I didn't get the other two. And they do fool us with logic, these sides, and a little bit annoying at times.
Ball back into the left of your screen or radio dial. A good, a throw in that just favoured Cart, and his snapping ball was across the face to the right, through for behind, and they're on the board now. Mount Evelyn 139 plays one behind, nearly 9 gone here in the first quarter, and the ball has just made its way into the shrubs behind the goals. It
took one of the marks of the
left-hand side
of the season, didn't he, Urquhart?
He did indeed.
And a very good young player, Callum Urquhart.
So Jackson Waters will take the kick in, just waiting for the ball to come back here, and it does. So see how Upwey Tecoma are going to make their kick in today. Waters just sizing up his options here. He plays on, so you tend to see that a lot more these days. Use the ground. That's a big long kick going straight down the high little. And no one's going to take the mark here, Leo. Quite like that one. As it just bounces on the cricket pitch here for the moment. It was picked up by Waters, who just sent the ball forward here. Got it to teammate, sorry. That was Picaro there, who tried to pick it up, but he's taken in a tackle. So stoppage inside 50 here for Upwey Tecoma. So Jackson Waters, very long kick there in the end. to Daniel Waters. The ball's inside 50 just like that, just from 2 kicks. Trying to get in there and win the ball that time there was Hinton. Eventually getting the ball out of the pack, though, that time was Oates. Oates has kicked on a very good one, though. Eventually, though, picked up there that time there by, I think it was O'Brien. Here's a shot at goal here. That looks pretty good.
Picaro
and
again.
it's gone straight through. Picaro's kicked his second for the day. And Upwey Tecoma skip out to a 14-point lead.
I hope they go down there to the young fella and Chrissy O'Brien. Gutsy effort to get that football out to Picaro and put through another goal, and just got tapped on the head a bit. He's coming off the ground. Hopefully he's okay. 2-3-15 now. Upwey Tecoma, one behind Mount Evelyn. Well, we're gone 10.5 gone. Just went in head first and got the footy out and did a really good job as well. And seems to be okay. Now just going to take a seat, the young fella. Don't like seeing people getting tapped on the scot. That's back in the middle with umpire Sammy Price. And she throws the ball up nice and straight as well. Up they go. Beacon comfortably gets the tap out there. Hinton ran straight past the footy. It's a big gang tackle. And we're going to have a secondary ball up. Oates has been in everything at the moment for Upwey Tecoma. Had plenty of it as well. Secondary ball up, just forward of centre for Upwey Tecoma. They're kicking to the Gembrook of the road here at Upwey Tecoma. Oates at hands and knees once again. Oh, Hinton tried to get a kick out, went straight up, straight down and tackles his opponent. And has that been paid a sling tackle?
Yep.
And umpire says, get out of here. It's your free kick, let it go. And she's done well here. The umpire and Sammy. So the free kick. Not sure if it was quite much of a sling tackle, but nonetheless, free kick's been taken. The mark's been taken by Naps. Goes even shorter again. Can't get a bigger number than that, can you, in Hindhaugh? Wearing number 99, if you don't mind.
Bit heavy on him.
Oh, I know. And these handballs are taking a bit of a risk here. The old 1-2. Now it's in the hands of Morris. He goes down the member side right in front of this beautiful silver dome. It did go out in the fall, did it? It was right in my little blind spot. And the umpire said, yes, and that's Jasper out there. Jasper Barry. And the free kick underway of Upwey Tecoma.
So Wicks sizes up his options here. He's just going to go with a short kick back.
Well, that's not far enough.
It's not paid 15. Umpire didn't pay it, so the ball's going to go back to Wicks, and he's under pressure.
Oh,
throws
dangerous.
the ball onto the left boot. Oh, got a bit of a lucky pence, and the ended up Upwey Tecoma. Went straight over the head that time of Hoskin, and they're away here. Got the ball here now is Hinton. Hinton with a handball over the top here. Actually, it was a little kick in the end.
This is Waterman.
Short little kick back inside. Hits up a teammate there in Von Hess. Von Hess laterally that time there to Waters, the other Waters that is. The ball goes straight over his head. He handballs that wide to Peduto. Peduto puts the ball onto the boot, and that's a good kick. Hitting up a teammate that time in Burrows, and Burrows is going to wheel onto his right boot. Good looking kick here. Is that the other Waters down there? No, it's, couldn't quite take the mark. Man, Evelyn get away with it for the time being. That's on high up and under ball though. Getting under it here is Hoskin. Couldn't quite take the mark. And again, Upwey Tecoma. Looking dangerous here. Here's Oates. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. He handballs back to Burrows. Can Burrows have the shot? Now he handball back to Von Hess. No clear possession here. Trying to pick it up at ground level there. That time was Park Jenkinson. He's just waiting outside the pack now, and I think this is going to be balled up here. Yes, it will be. So stoppage inside 50 for the Tigers.
Bit of a glue pot, both centre half forwards at the moment. It just gets stuck in there, doesn't it?
Yep, that's it. So stoppage here. So going into the ruck again is Beacom for Upwey Tecoma. Bringing the tap there was Mount Evelyn, and they're going to get the ball moving out of defence here. And that's not a bad looking kick here, trying to take the mark there. That time was Hinton, but couldn't quite get it. That was a good tackle laid there by Thompson for Mount Evelyn. Trying to get the ball at ground level here. This time is Shaw. And they do get the ball moving forward here now, but it's Upwey Tecoma with all the numbers here at the moment. Quick handball there from Waters to a teammate in Hill, and Hill just with a good composed kick. Oh, no. Marcus spilled, and it's a stoppage, or should be a stoppage, on the outer wing land.
It's been held. Free kick, Mount Evelyn.
It's a free kick.
Oh, well, it's all right, Aiden. We all make mistakes. Just remember, Leo and I just guess half the time. They'll go inside forward 40 here, the Rovers. They need a mark just to settle things down. It's fisted away to about 38 metres from home. Here's Merritt, kicks one towards goal, and it's been fisted through for a behind. And they get to 2 behinds to 2-3-15. 14 and a bit minutes gone here, first quarter. And it'll be Keenan Hinton who will, no it won't be, it'll be Jackson Waters who will take things out of fullback for the Tigers here. Goes for a little hop, a little skip and a short pass.
Go back to him too, you watch.
No, they'll go down the line.
Down there. Oh, good mark.
And that kick was pinpointed. The mark was paid to Hinton, who goes out wider. The mark's taken by Costas, who wastes no time. Kicks inside the 40. Picaro will have the sit from the back. He tried to leap, but well played in front there from Mount Evelyn. They switch play. And they're away here through Anderson, it looks like. No, that's Hindor, I should say. The man with the big number, 99. You wouldn't want to go out on it. And he's coughed it up. He's turned it over. The mark has been taken by Ambrose. Ambrose told to go. He handballed backwards to go forwards. That kick's a little bit dangerous. Goes in front of us on the slippery side of the ground. Meeting it first was Jackson Merritt. Gone out of bounds for a throw-in. And that number 11 does not look like a number 11 on his back. The two closest ones together on a jumper possible.
Certainly, a little gap between it. So it's Jasper Barry throws the ball in, over the back it goes. Nice little tap out, bit of a fresh air shot by Badudo. The umpire says you've got a bit of toenail to it. That's all right. And it's going to be a ball up centre half forward. Mount Evelyn's end. They are kicking to the Jeff Pitts end or the pavilion end of the ground here. Throws it up. Plenty of players around the footy. Goes straight back down in that glue pot. Nobody can pick it up. Trying to get the ball up there was Badudo once more. He's underneath in that bit of a mud heap. I think there's going to be another ball up. There is. Merritt sitting on top of his opponent. Getting up last of all there is Mark Badudo. And the ball up right in the same spot. Fuchs should get this out. Could have tapped it out a bit further. Goes under his legs. Oh, it's just thrown out the back of the pack. Umpire says it's okay. Kick into that forward 50 area there for Mount Evelyn. Nobody can take the mark. Quick hands there. It was well done by Sammy Waters, the skipper. And a short kick finds the two hands of Benny Hinton. Not far enough. What happened?
Oh, look at all the mud this has been.
Yeah, it's only wet because of the water. Benny Hinton goes right across the ground to the tennis courts. This is a risky kick because it's not a one. It's a one-on-one contest, and they lose it here Upwey. Goes straight back into that forward 50 with a left foot torpedo kick with the right foot. And it has hit the post. It was a good effort. They go to 3 behinds to Mount Evelyn. Upwey Tecoma 2-3-15. Just trying to pick up who kicked that. And it was a nice little kick out there by it was Matty Gibbons.
So a stoppage just at half forward here for Mount Evelyn. That kick in wasn't the best, and they won't mind this too much, will Mount Evelyn. So an opportunity here for them to get their first goal for the game. Pretty low scoring so far, 17 minutes in and just the 2 goals to the Tigers for the moment. Fuchs just won the tap there, tried to get it to his teammate there in Merritt. But he was taken in a tackle straight away. So it's going to be balled up now at half forward. Repeat stoppages here. So Weezer's going to go up against Fuchs. I think it was Fuchs who won the tap there that time. Picking the ball up at ground there was one of the Upwey Tecoma players. Jackson Merritt got him in a tackle. So again, another stoppage here. So got a whole lot of movement here at the moment for either side. So right on the outer side of the ground here, right in front of that scoreboard. Weezer won the tap there that time. Again, no clear possession. The ball trickles out of bounds.
Pushing it back, definitely.
I know, free kick's been found, so the Liam Vertigan theory's come out. Plenty of stoppages, and eventually there's going to be a free kick, and Mount Evelyn should be able to go inside the forward 40 arc here. So just sizing up some options. Eventually kicks the ball into the pocket. Urquhart's there, but had front position there. I think it was Ambrose, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that was Benny Hinton who got flagged.
Benny Hinton.
Yeah. And, could have got a free kick, so we'll have to wait and see. You can almost kick him from out there too, so I was surprised that he didn't go back and have a dead set shot.
So the ball's been thrown back into play here. Weezer tapped the ball down here. Again, no clear possession for either side. And again, looks like it'll be another stoppage. Yep, umpire calls ball up. We're about 20 metres out from goal here for Upwey Tecoma, so the other side just able to get the advantage here at the moment. Urquhart's going to go on the ruck this time against Weezer. Weezer got up, he got the tap down. And again, this ball trickling around, getting it at ground level here. This time is Giblin. And there's a whistle here for a free kick, and it looks like it's going to go the way of Mount Evelyn. It should go to Giblin. So luckily, Liam found his number out, or otherwise we'd have no idea who we were calling. So needs to kick this Daniel Giblin, get Mount Evelyn back into the game, get their first goal. So he'll be kicking from probably just beyond the arc. Yep, kick. Just going to go across the face. So another behind there for Mount Evelyn. Scores here 2-3-15. Upwey Tecoma, Mount Evelyn 0-4 for them.
Can you believe last time they played, they only kicked the 3 behinds and have done 4 so far, and we're only in the first quarter. So
yep,
not the same story. So take it away, Liam.
Waters there to full back. Goes short. Mark taking Peduto, who wished us luck before the game on the call.
Oh, he said give me 3 votes, I think, didn't he?
No, just to keep an eye on me. Peduto with a 1-2. Eventually hands over the top. Dangerous handball too. Put his teammate under immediate pressure, but there was...
Oh, there's someone doing a lovely handstand there.
Absolutely no prior at all.
Bit of Ackermanis about that.
So edge of the centre square, more towards the Evelyn end of the ground as we enter time on here in the first quarter. Yeah,
Good
block.
call.
Yeah, great
Well
decision, Leo. You should umpire.
Well, it wasn't my decision. Sammy Price called that. Great call.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
now we've got hold on the ball. So
Well done.
the free kick.
Oh,
Just been.
she's
And she's reversed it.
There
Yeah.
you go.
That was
Prohibited
super
contact.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
just
Aiden didn't
No,
like
you
it.
just don't
Bit
need
of a low
to, you
shot.
just don't need to do that.
well, she was right onto her there, Sammy. Well
No,
done.
it was a good decision.
Sammy Price.
That's
Three good
potentially
decisions.
potentially cost him a goal. So that's just,
Yep.
Hydor really should have a long hard think about that one.
Just not happy.
No.
Beacom on the outer side wing goes short and finds Picaro by the looks of it in the long
he's got
sleeves.
the
No,
long sleeve.
he's not still down at full forward. So we've got another one on the long sleeves we've got to keep an eye out for. It was O'Brien who kicked it. Apologies. Didn't find a teammate down the line. Trying to scrap for it was Forbes of Mount Evelyn. High up and under has been turned over by Hinton, who's had a feel of it early on. Slams one
Mark
to
of the
the
year coming up
top
here.
of the square.
Oh, come on.
Slips through a few sets of hands, comes to ground. Kick was smothered off the boot. Actually might have been a falcon in the head because Fellows was holding his noggin. He still is. Ball comes away now. They're through the middle here, Mount Evelyn, but I think that will be coming back. Although oh, gee whiz, that was taken to the ground there a little unfairly. I thought was Hinton. He was taken out of the contest by Urquhart, but it goes forward. Hindauer gets the footy. Handball's over the top, and they reload again. Although it's hugging the boundary line just a little bit too much over, and it's gone out of bounds for a.
I think it's hugging the fence line. That one, that's gone straight over in the. What is the Vic Ressam stand, not the Vi Ressam tan.
Vi Ressam tan.
Tan, yes.
So I believe they're having one of those setup calls there for help me. Get some money to raise up for a C and an S. Short kick, again, a big risk. Kicked it towards it, just sat in the air. They're very lucky to get out of this Upwey. They just switch play towards the pavilion side of the ground again, waiting for the bounce, and it doesn't really bounce too well there. Wiles got it to a teammate. Over everybody's head once again. Goes very close, right to one. There's a little bit of a scoopy throw by Beamish. Umpire says it's okay. Good tackle late by Von Hess. And it's going to be right in that little glue pot. I'm not quite sure what was happening then. That's not Giblin. Well, we've got to... Thanks very much. If they give us the right names in the first place, we'll be going pretty well. Liam, who was that number 20 for Mount Evelyn?
Zane Anderson.
Of course it was. Zane Anderson. That's a good movie star's name, isn't it? Well, we apologise, but we weren't told. There's a lovely mark taken right on the edge of the goal score, or centre square there. Nicely done by Livingstone. Wants to play up, goes down the middle of the ground, ends up in that circle at the moment. Nobody can take the mark. Fuchs just taps it out in front of him. Everybody falls over. Keenan in there as well. Someone's got to stand up and get that footy out. They all just sit on it. It's going to be a ball up. So we've had about 28 changes in the first few minutes, guys, in our team sheets, and they did look very pretty when we started.
Look at it now. It's a mess.
Now it looks more like the usual one we usually have. Up she goes once again. Fuchs just stood tall, got a fingernail to it. Gets a quick kick out of the pack. There's Coley of Mount Evelyn into that full forward area. Over the back. Hill couldn't hang on to that mark.
Front
Tries
on
to push his player out of the way. It's really close to the goal square, and it's been just dribbled through for a rush behind. And they're doing it in points at the moment. 5 behind Mount Evelyn. They trail up Tecoma 2-3-15. We've been going 23.5 minutes. Quarter number 1. The kicking's already taken place. Mark's been taken by Orange, who goes straight back from whence it's came. And the mark's been taken by the skipper, and Sammy Waters plays on one way. Gives off the handball back to who he kicked the 2 before in Orange. They had about 5 possessions, and they haven't even got outside 40 at the moment up by Tecoma. And I'm pretty sure the boys of 78 to 80 would look at that and go, what are you doing?
Right in front of your favourite part of the ground, Leo, the Vi Ressam tan.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's written by a 3-year-old, that. Throw in. Oh, look at the mud on the ball. It's just plop. It just didn't even have a spin on it at all. And must be a bit slippery down. It's been picked up. Here we go. It's gone over the waters. Long kick down the outer side of the ground. Nobody can take that mark. It bounces up nice and high over there. The ground is a bit drier. Umpire lets him go again. Nobody can get a kick. Can't even see the footy at the moment. Picked up this time. It's nicely done. Was that a 91 out there?
No, that was Hindauer.
Hindauer, 99. Can't miss that then, can we? I did. Handball to Hinton. This is Keenan. Little short kick. They're still in exactly the same spot. That's whence they start. This time it's Stewie Hill. He goes to the wing, and the mark's been taken nicely. And I think this is young White. And that's not Wiles.
Wicks.
Wicks, it is.
Yeah, Wicks goes very
Good
nicely
kick.
out in front there of Puck Jenkinson. This is Ned. Ned sends one long. It's a pretty good kick too.
It is.
Just slipped through the hands there, unfortunately. Comes to ground. Had to go a couple of times there to Beacom to try and control the football, but it eventually comes out the back to Orenshaw, who hugs the pocket maybe just a little bit too much, although it's just pitched inside. It's gone out of bounds for a throw-in up at the right end of the ground if you're a follower of the Tigers, who lead by 10 points, 2-3 to 5 behinds. 25 gone first quarter in this round 15 Premier Division clash. So, throw in the pocket, good throw in too. Front position there that time for Orenshaw, who had a go on the ruck, comes to ground, bobbles its way out the back. Just running onto it was Peduto. He couldn't hold onto it, gets to the top of the square. Tackle just couldn't be held. Ball comes away, fisted away from Hinton that time, but they remain in control of the football. Handball goes about 15 metres backwards to Waters, who sort of had to prop step and go again. Kick inside 40 this time again for Upwey Tecoma. That'll find ground. You would think it does so eventually. Bacaro got the handball out the back and they'll reload again. Kick to the tippity top of the square. Might just have the carry. No, goes across
jumper
the face.
grab there too, I thought.
Through for a behind.
Yeah,
kick by Waterman.
2-4-16 now up by doing it slowly. 5 behind Mount Evelyn. What have we done? 26. I couldn't imagine the quarter to go too much longer.
So the ball's coming back into play here now in the back pocket for Mount Evelyn. They're going to continue to move the ball on the broadcast wing here. Fuchs is in front position but couldn't take the mark. The ball spills to ground here. And eventually it's Upwey Tecoma. Orenshaw puts them back inside the forward 40 metres. The ball just bounces off the chest there of In-Ups. It's going to be thrown back into play. So in the forward pocket here now for the Tigers. So nearly 27 minutes gone in this first quarter, so can't imagine there'd be too long left. So they'd be pretty happy here, the Tigers, if they could snag a late one and go with a 17-point lead. That was a good little tap there that time by Waters. His teammates are locked up straight away, so stoppage about 25 metres out from goal here for the Tigers. So ball's thrown up here. Tap one down there by Waters. They get the handball out here eventually. Waters nearly had the ball come back to him. Now he's got the ball. Well, handball's not a particularly great one, although they are going to get the ball moving forward again, although that kick there just not the best one. So boundary throw in. Now at half forward here for the Tigers. So the ball will just slowly heading back towards Mount Evelyn's end of the ground.
Upwey Tecoma player down just behind play, holding his shoulder by the looks of it. Maybe that collarbone area even as well.
So again, the ball's locked up and half forward here, so we'll just keep an eye on that one. So
trainer circling.
Seen this a couple of times in the game so far, where just repeat stoppages, neither side's able to break the ball free. And it looks like we're probably going to see another ball up here, though they do get the ball out here. Again, no one can really win the ball at ground, though, but throwing the ball onto the boot here is Peduto. Can someone take a mark? No, they can't. Little soccer off the ground, but it trickles through for a behind. And the score now is 2-5-17 to 0-5-5 Lau.
Yeah, I didn't quite see that.
Burrows.
Burrows, thanks very much. I was just about knocked me.
Wouldn't be the first time you would have knocked your coffee over, Leo.
Just about. 28 gone.
Ball to the wing. Handball came from Orenshaw. Didn't find a teammate. Ball's just bobbling around like a pinball on the ground at the moment. Handball was effective to Thompson. And the umpire pays too high.
Definitely.
Good control of the game so far. These two umpires have been good. And a lot better than the three that were doing the last night's AFL game. Ball to the broadcast side wing, hovering near the boundary line. About a pack of 7 or 8 just fiendishly just trying to work hard for the football. Kick off the boot there from young Cooper Coley. Didn't go an awful long way. That's a bit of a fierce tackle. You can hear Aiden sort of grimace through the microphone, and we finally get a boundary throw in. It was escorted over the line by Bailey Oates.
Yeah, it won't get in the road at any of the Hintons. They just know one way, and that's to go just straight and hard. And they do play the ball tough. Throw in, almost on interchange gates. No one got that tap in at all. There's just a lot of players around the footy. Going on hands and knees there was Weezer of Upwey Tecoma. A little check side kick. It could have been Hindhaw, got it, goes straight up in the air. Fuchs has got 1, 2, 3 grabs, and he's been paid the mark. Probably too far out for him. Always been caught to play on Oates. Almost got the smother there for Upwey Tecoma. It's over the back of the pack. Hill falls on the ground, unfortunately, for Upwey Tecoma, and everyone's just playing stacks on the mill, including two Mount Evelyn players just on top of each other. It's going to be a ball up about 20 metres out. Closing in on quarter time. Opportunity here for Mount Evelyn to get their first goal. Fuchs got a little tap down. Hinton got a little handball out to no one in particular. Goes in to try and get it again. It comes off the boot of Burton. And it's going to be a throw in right in front of the Vic Gresham stand. 2-5-17 leads 5 behind. 29, nearly 30 minutes ticked over in quarter number 1. And probably only Mount Evelyn that can score a goal in this quarter if they can pick it up. Umpire says, is that in the back? Nope. And it's going to be a ball. No, it's snuck out there. Hindhall gets it out, throws it out to a teammate, but there's no one there to receive it now. Quick kick come out of the pack. Opportunity here, but it goes very close to the boundary line and it beats Jackson Waters rather. And it goes out of bounds for another throw in. And not too many people in the old Vic Gresham stand today. It used to be packed. Throw in. A lot of players around the footy once again. Hinton gets a tap over the back. Nobody can pick it up. There's just going to be a little players coming around. It slips in the hands and Upwey can clear the ball. Goes to the centre wing. Member side of the ground. It's been picked up and handball over the top by an Apps. Gives it to a teammate. It goes very, very short. And the mark has been taken. This could be Merritt with it. Goes long into the middle of the forward 40. Over the back of the pack. Couldn't take a mark. Was Urquhart. Took a beauty the other week. All could have been a bit high. The umpire just lets it go. Fumble at the inappropriate time too by Weezer. Upwey can come out once more. Kick to the member side of the ground. Taking a mark. Daniel Waters all the way up from full forward. He's trying to get a 25-metre penalty there. Umpire said, I'm not giving it here. Kicks at the centre wing in front of the interchange gates. Oh, lovely mark. You played on straight away, young fella. That was Park Jenkinson.
No, I think I'll back the umpire on that one.
Yeah, I do too. He took a couple of steps and turned it over, unfortunately for him. Free kick going to go away, Mount Evelyn. Mark's been taken by Thompson. Plays on. Gives it to his teammate in Merritt. Short kick. Missed by everybody. Goes very short once again, and this time it was Waters and it was Jackson. A little handball come over the top by Von Hess, put it into traffic, and there's been a free kick paid against Upwey Tecoma's Orange for a throw. And Mount Evelyn, resulting free kick, centre wing. As the siren, it does sound for quarter time, and not even bothering to have a shot. Too far out in quarter time here at Upwey Tecoma. It's Upwey Tecoma 2-5-17. Leading Mount Evelyn 5 behinds. This is an actress, Glenn Cooper, to get us underway. And the birthday boy, you're on again.
Ball's thrown up here, and it's Fuchs who wins the tap down, but getting the ball there for Upwey Tecoma was Peduto, who just throws the ball up into the boot. It's cut off here, though, so Mount Evelyn, they're going to waste absolutely no time here. So kick going straight down the middle of the ground. It goes over everyone's head, though. Hindhall is trying to run as quickly as he possibly can. He gets it first. So Hindhall puts them inside the forward 40. It's a bit of a spiralling mongrel.
Oh,
Mark's been taken, but
he's gone to spoil that hill.
Yeah,
he's actually marked it.
He's plucked it one-handed essentially, and Stuart Hill just got the sun in the eyes and assesses the options ahead, and he chooses to go to the outer wing. And that's cut off though, so Burton's got the ball here for Mount Evelyn, and he wheels around on that right boot and sends it to the top of the goal square. In fact, he might have even had a shot at goal. It just falls short. And it is spoiled over the line. So first quarter of the second quarter is behind the way of Mount Evelyn.
They are now 1 goal.
That's it. 2-5-17 to 6 behinds is now the score here at Upwey Tecoma. And they will bring the ball back into play here. So I think this is Waters who's taking the kick in duties once again. It's a long high kick. Going towards the out of the ground. Fuchs had front position but couldn't take the mark. The ball slapped forward there for Mount Evelyn. Trying to get it in there and win the ground. Ball is Hinton. And the ball triggers towards the boundary line. Getting a little kick away there was Costas. And ball near the boundary line. They do keep it in play here though, Upwey Tecoma, but no one can pick the ball up at ground level. Burton gets in there and does the dirty work. Ball still just moving around just enough. Umpire's going to let it go. Hinton's got the ball again. Ball thrown to the left boot here by one of the Upwey Tecoma players trying to take the mark there. That time was Picaro, but couldn't quite take it down. Here we go. This is a shot at goal here. It's across the face though. Picaro's there. Couldn't keep the ball in play though, and it trickles over for a behind. So it scores now 2-6-18 to 0-6-6. Leo.
What's happening, mate?
I was giving the call over to you.
Thanks very much. I just thought you were just having a bit of a chat. I was just writing all these numbers down, mate, and we're trying to find them all there. But Mount Evelyn have kicked in and out from the back pocket, centre wing, tennis court side of the ground. Fuchs puts his big fist into it. And you've got to be so careful when you call him, don't you? And it's going to be another throw in. So at the moment, I'm looking for Thwaites and Hoskin out there and a few others from Mount E. We'll get them all by the end of the game. Throw in, centre wing on the outer side of the ground. Nice little lay down on the football there by Weezer of Upwey Tecoma. And they are away here now, straight back into that forward flank area. Over the top they go. Waters couldn't take the mark. It was well sport by Forbes of Mount Evelyn. It's in front of the scoreboard at the moment. A little tap out, kick just high up and under. There's absolutely scientific evidence in that at all. Fuchs couldn't hang on to the mark. A couple of phones ringing in the background. Oates doing his hardest there for Upwey Tecoma. Little handball come out once again. Umpire just lets him go. Fuchs picks it up very close to that boundary line, and it's gone out of bounds for yet another throw in. Nearly 3 minutes gone, and we're only two goals kicked in the first quarter and a bit. And there's been a lot of possessions. Too many. Up she goes in once more. Over the back they go. Fuchs probably got the better of that. Good tackle laid. The ball spills free. Quick kick come out of the pack by Gibbons. That's Matthew on the outer side of the ground. And a good spoil laid there by Callum Urquhart. And he's knocked it over the boundary line towards the bowling green. And it's going to be another throw in. So I think the player out for Upwey Tecoma is either Rory Sinclair or Lockie McGill. I haven't seen them out there just yet. And we're just waiting for that footy to come back. That one's come back. Liam, you won't get that one. The other one's still laying a shot on the second rink there on the bowls green for you.
Might have to investigate at half time even. All came with another football. Might have to give it to Aiden, a late birthday present. The ball went back into play. Fuchs had the front position there for Mount Evelyn. He tapped it towards the boundary line. It's awfully close to that boundary line on the outer side near the super stopper. But no, it's just being called for inside the line. So not much scoring so far in this game. As a bit of a stagnant moment in this game as the ball's gone up on the outer side. It comes out. Ball pitches in front of Callum Urquhart, who runs back onto it. Could have been pushed in the back. Ball still on the ground, bobbling its way forward towards the top of the square. Oh, gee whiz, and it's just been absolutely thumped into the middle of next month. Through for a behind. That would be the 4th or 5th rush score of the day for the Rovers, and they go to 7 behinds to 2-6-18. We've gone 4.5 minutes.
Working on the second goal, mate.
Yeah, they're getting there. They'll eventually catch up. Kick out of full back by Waters. Might get it back. Peduto opted not to give it to him as he goes wide. The intended target was Beacon. It's fisted out the back, and getting the legs running there that time was the other Beacon. That's Nathan. It's gone out of bounds for a throw-in on the tennis court club side. And Leo's happy that we're using a yellow footy today in case it gets a little bit darker.
Absolutely, I'm always happy.
Evening.
Always happy, mate. Can't see for looking, but it's all right. Upwey, get another little kick out of the pack. Didn't go too far. Umpires lets him go. Hinton's going hard. And that was Benny Hinton. Got a little handball out. Fuchs tries to pick it up. It's a long way down there for the big fella to pick it up. Spills out. Wicks has just come on the ground. Got a nice quick kick, but it was smothered on. Oh, it's gone over the big register stand. That ball's gone.
The Vitreson Tand has just copped a new bit of a roofing job, maybe.
Oh, a couple of snakes in there in the summertime. Just be a bit careful.
What sort of snakes you reckon go in there?
Nasty ones.
Tiger snakes?
Don't like snakes, full stop.
Brown?
Free kick going to go the way of Bailey Forbes. And he's been going right too, Bailey Forbes, on the back line there. Oh, nice kick and good little stretch of the arms. And Mount Evelyn can work their way out as well, but just slow ball movement by both sides here today. And then they try and switch play when it's just not on. A long kick down the outer side of the ground. It was well done there. I think there might have been Thwaites or Chickering. It's just come straight back. Oh, duck. Just gone back over the fence at a rate of knots. And it's gone out in the full. And free kick this time going to that little number 11 in Merritt. Looks like a big fat number 1.
Does indeed.
Just waiting, everyone stopped.
That's it, Mount Evelyn with the ball on the outer wing here. And this is just a short little kick. Hitting up Beamish, who goes with a lateral pass here. It's not the best kick, but it does actually end up finding Morris. And Morris has played on, and the people in the pavilion here weren't too happy with the call, but eventually he is called to go. Getting in there and winning the ground ball here that time was Waters. Ball trickles towards the boundary line. The handball was smothered, and this is probably going to go over. No, they've kept it in play. Now it goes out. But a free kick for a high.
Fair enough.
Has been paid, and this is Hindhall, the biggest number on the ground. So the number 99 just looks ahead. Oh! The kick has come off the side of the boot.
No, you don't want to see that one again.
That was absolutely terrible. And Blake Burrows will take the ball here now. And he just goes with a short kick out here to Mark Peduto. Peduto just with another short kick here to a teammate this time in Keenan Hinton. Hinton's in a bit of trouble, but he gets the kick away in time. This is going out here to a teammate this time in Sam Waters, the skipper of the Upwey Tecoma team. This kick going inside 50. No mark was taken. It was in the direction there that time of Park Jenkinson. He picks up the ball. Handball Going backwards to go forwards, taking in a tackle straight away. Trying to get the ball out of there was Forbes. So still no clear possession here. Ball's picked up that time by Oates. What can they do? I think Mount Evelyn might be able to get it out of their defensive 50 here. Good tackle laid.
Oh!
Crash, yeah. Umpires picked it up, Liam. So
Kick's been
good
paid.
spot.
Locals are happy in the Vic
Oh,
Christian stand.
I'll tell you what, I heard that it was pretty empty, and she's packed up pretty quick, hasn't it? Latecomers.
That's it.
Must
And
be the theatre goers.
taking the free kick here for Upwey Tecoma is Chris O'Brien. So this for Upwey Tacoma's third goal, and just the third goal of the entire afternoon.
Well, in the scheme of things, it's going to be a handy lead, I'd say.
Yeah, a 17-point lead potentially coming up here for the Tigers if Chris O'Brien can kick truly. From 20 metres out the side angle, he stabbed that a little bit, but it does go through the middle nonetheless, and that is the third goal of the afternoon going the way of the Tigers. 3-6-24 is the score to Mount Evelyn 0-7-7. We've gone 8.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Not too bad at all. And look, goals are, when it's a low-scoring game, it is hard to come by, and you could hear the roar of the crowd by finally saying, well, get it down to, but they are just zigzagging. They're going from wing to wing to flank to flank to flank, and just get it in that goal square earlier. So Daniel Waters must be scratching his head at the moment, thinking, what am I doing up here? Get it down there. He's very hard to beat one-on-one.
Remember the last time we came down here, he kicked about 6 goals in the first half.
But there you go. Just get it to him. He's a known goal kicker. Anyway, it's come back out the centre again. It's Wicks this time. Kicks it out wide once again. It's a one-on-one situation out there. There's 3 now, Mount Evelyn's. 1 up by handball over the top. Oates is there as well. Will it come out in front of him? It has now. He's picked it up. Get a quick kick. And as he's driven into the ground, he's been paid for holding the ball. And tried hard. Unfortunately, Stevie Oates. And couldn't get away with it. So it's going to be a free kick in front of the scoreboard. 24 leads 7. Up by Tecoma in front. Long kick down the outer side by Schickering of Mount Evelyn. Goes centre wing. Mark's been paid. Liam Beacon's got it. Umpire didn't pay it, so he has to handball it out. Upwey with numbers. Go back in that forward 40. Whereas Waters has gone out to kill somebody there. It's been kicked off the ground.
Picaro.
He has kicked 3. Has Picaro in front of the only grandstand here. Has kicked 3 straight at the moment, and that is a couple in a row. They go to 4-6-30 now, Upwey Tecoma. They lead Mount Evelyn 7 behinds, if you don't mind. 10 minutes gone, quarter number 2. Jeez, lucky they filled up the old Vic Gresson stand there for Picaro, because he doesn't mind celebrating a goal, Liam.
No, he loves him, mate. I've known the lad for well over 10 years. Good young man. He's a
it's funny, I asked him.
Clever young footy.
He said he doesn't know you.
Oh, yeah, typical. How's Rory Sloan going with me going past him?
Well, he was a bit upset. I got the phone call there, and he said, hang on a minute. It's his only goal this year after getting a knee injury, Rory Sloan. So his goal is just to beat you in the footy tips.
Ball forward here for Mount Evelyn, who desperately need a goal. Been nearly 11 minutes gone in the second quarter, and they haven't registered a goal. And hate to say it, they don't really look like getting one at the moment, as that kick's gone wide in front of Costas, who had to pirouette around 2 and eventually handballs over the top to Burrows. It's got me tongue-tied there for half a second. Burrows' handball to Peduto was a bit of a dangerous one, because it put him under an awful lot of pressure and allows the Rovers to start attacking. That ball just magically comes out the back somehow. There's a little bit of tunnel ball about it. Tumbles its way forward. Hold and a free kick going the way of Upwey Tecoma.
Doing a great job, Sammy Price. She's umpiring brilliantly.
Yeah, she is indeed. Doing a lot better than certain Brett Roseberry last night in the AFL.
He makes some ups.
He had a mare. Kick out in front of Costas. Handball to a teammate. Sends a spiralling, tumbling ball down the line. Should have helped Mount Evelyn here, although it went past their intended target. O'Brien was the first one to get to it on the long sleeves. He wrong-footed himself. But the boundary umpire says, no, you went out of bounds first, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw-in, Leo.
It certainly has indeed. And, well, there's just a lot of overuse of the footy here at the moment, and both sides just... We're trying too many things, and when your skill level's not there, just get it down there as quick as you can, I think. And I think if Daniel Waters had a bit of a say at half-time, he'd say, well, kick the jolly thing this way, will you? Throw in. Crowd are getting involved at the moment. Beacom over the back was a lovely tap straight down to Hinton, and is that a high fend-off, I think, going against Ben Hinton. Bit unlucky, bit of a blind turn, but when you blind turn around a bloke who's a foot shorter, you're often going to get him high in the free kick here, going away of Coley. So it's Cooper Coley. Very, very short, barely 15 metres. And they could switch play to Forbes if they want to. Now they want to switch play, but they're going to go straight to us. Norwood's got to take a strong, hard mark and didn't let him down in absolute.
Oh, it's a throw.
Played on straight away. Little handball came out there on the turnover from Beacom. That was Nathan. Now it's right in front of the big crowd here at Upwey Tecoma. It's going to be a ball up. Good tackle out there by Chris O'Brien. Just waiting for the ruckman. Up she goes once again. Just getting in the way there and just tapping it down nicely. Was sure of Mount Evelyn. Didn't get to anyone in particular.
Shoulder.
Great
He's
little
popped.
bump there. Keep a watch on him. That's
Schickering's done a shoulder.
He's done a shoulder. And kicking roll there.
Von Hess.
That is the Red Baron in Jethro Von Hess.
Yeah,
and they're going along quite nicely now. Upwey 5-6-36. Big lead. 7 behind. Mount Evelyn 13 gone. Quarter number 2. Liam.
Yeah, Schickering's done a shoulder here. He went to the ground.
He's really got it strapped to the young
bit of
fella.
pain and called for the trainer straight away. He's been escorted from the ground as we speak.
I don't like seeing that. And we just hope he's okay. But he's got that shoulder strapped already, boys. So obviously an injury that's been there for a bit.
Not good.
No.
Not at all.
Ball back in the middle we go again. 29-point lead to the Tigers now, and Cole Lee's going to get the centre clearance. Sinks the right foot into it. It's found the turf, but it's might just work out well here for the Rovers. I might be able to lock it in from here. We've approached 14 minutes, and they're still yet to register a score with a goal in front of it, and it's gone out of bounds on that outer side. 5-6 plays, 7 behinds. Quarter number 2 in front of a pretty decent little crowd here, it has to be said today.
Yeah, they're on underneath us in this beautiful pavilion here, that's for sure. You can hear them on our effects, Mike.
Nice little afternoon.
Oh,
flying shot to the top of the square by Beamish was fisted through.
Ooh,
and once again, spiked through volleyball style by Sam Waters. Must have been watching the Australian duo playing the beach volleyball over in Birmingham.
Oh,
Very
one
nice
of the better
spike.
sports to watch in it, beach volleyball.
Oh, it's an absolute spectacle. And I'm sure, may as well just mention it, that Maria Fay and Taliqua will bring some sort of medal home for Australia as the ball is thumped to the middle of the ground. Standing his ground nicely was Liam Beacom. He couldn't quite bring it to ground.
Yeah, it's been picked up.
Free kick to Upwey Tecoma in the diddle of the ground.
Schickering's going into the club rooms too, boys.
And that
There's a
ball's going
whistle.
to come
Come back.
back.
He's paid a throw. Oh, did he get 20? Yeah, you paid a throw. Like
Yeah,
that.
he opted to play on, but he had to get back behind the mark. That's why the umpire brought him back. So this is Liam Beacom. He kicks to the 40.
Oh, that's Liam Beacom.
No, that was Liam Beacom there.
He's very quick.
Very quick, and sort of just time travelled down inside 4 to 40. Beamish had the head over the top of the footy. Probably could have been an argument for a potential bit of high contact there. Pirouetting himself out of trouble was Waters. Handballed it off there, copped a Falcon
Let's
there.
get Willing in there, boys.
Mount Evelyn player. Here's Cooper Cole Lee.
Go!
Look at the young man go. He's turned on the jets. He took a bounce. And that's a delightful kick too. It's just bounced off the chest of Urquhart, who's put himself under immediate pressure straight away and was brought to ground by Stuart Hill. So a good piece of play there from Cooper Cole Lee.
Let's not blame Urquhart. I think that was in apps.
Oh, well.
It was acceleration and then the foot skills there by Coley. That was
Wasn't he quick?
Magnificent. He took off, and the pinpoint accuracy was unfortunately that, it's missed it. But anyway, the ball trickles inside 50 and it'll be a stoppage here now. Inside 50 for Mount Evelyn, who are still searching for their first goal for the afternoon.
I think they might get a free kick here.
Yes, they have. So I think it's going to be going the way here of Jed Thompson. So big responsibility on this young man's hands to try and get the Rovers' first goal for the afternoon.
So Bailey Oates has done something, and again, umpire Sammy Price taking none of it.
25 metres out, 45 degree angle on the left foot. Kick doesn't look too bad. Does it hold the line? No, it's across the face. And another behind for Mount Evelyn. 0-9-9 is the score to Upwey Tecoma's 5-6-36.
You ever seen 9 behinds kicked before a goal?
No.
I think I have seen it before. It's not often. But
wouldn't you think they kicked 21-3 in round 6?
Yes, they did.
Oh, goodness gracious me. So it's just one of those things that happen sometimes. It's a bit contagious, isn't it? The start kicking poorly and everyone does it.
So Jackson Waters with the kicking duties again, and he's going to go towards the broadcast side of the ground, and that's beautifully there to Park Jenkinson. Just size up his options. He's going to go too quickly. Continues to move the ball on the broadcast wing, but that's cut off there. It's a good intercept mark there by John Morris. So he's going to send the ball straight back. Looks what's ahead of him. That kick sold the candy. Now gets the kick away. They're back inside the forward 40. No mark taken. It spills out the back. I think it's Upwey Tecoma with the numbers. And yes, they're going to get it out here. Well, you think they're going to get it out. They're under a bit of pressure here now, though. Who's going to win the ball here at ground level now? It is Upwey Tecoma. Getting the handball out there was Burrows, and it was a pretty good one. Now they've gone to the outer side of the ground here. Mount Evelyn there had the numbers. No mark taken. Getting a little kick away there that time was Heafy. And eventually the ball trickles over the boundary line and will be a boundary throw-in on the wing here, Lamb.
Just can't get a score, can they? They've had a couple of opportunities now, Mount Evelyn. Just need to get a goal on the board.
There'll be one down on the bench for the remainder, or at least a good portion of the game, with young Schickering going off with a looks to be a shoulder, as the ball has just been sent out towards us, and it's a foot race where it's a 2-on-2, and effectively Mount Evelyn won that nicely because Hinder's gone for a run. He almost slipped over. The handball was, not good. Peduto absolutely slammed him to the deck.
It was a very good tackle, but he was set up on him.
He handballed straight over the cross to Hinton. Hinton kicks inside the 40. The ball comes to ground. Who's there? That might be a little bit too high. Locals thought so.
So I tell you what, right in front of the umpire there too, and I call that the Ginnivan effect, I think.
Oh boy. We go again. It's got a blink of an eye. It's inside the 40 for Upwey Tecoma, and it's come straight back out. Went past the outstretched hands of Von Hess, who went a second time and got it, and this time it was wrapped up in a great tackle. Nicely done there by Hoskin. Won himself a free kick. He kicks it out wide, and nicely done there. He's hit up a teammate there, so this could be a potential successful forward thrust here for the Rovers, who desperately need a goal back. And they go backwards to Fellows. They might be able to switch play here. He's called to go now. He went off his mark, goes back to Hoskin.
They just roll back. Look at that. Upwey on this small ground, they've got everyone bar 2 south of centre. Well, on this ground, that doesn't leave a lot of space.
So it was Merritt who kicked down the line, and it's been cut off. So we're approaching time on, quarter number 2. Scoreboard seems to think we've already gone 21, but we've nearly gone just the 20.
Oh!
That's a big leap there, and that's
No, it's a good decision.
Yeah, it's a great decision there, Aidan. Glad to see we're on the same page there. Someone else would have absolutely cracked it at you. It appeared to be Anderson.
25. There's a 25-metre penalty, boys, is it? Or it's got to come back again?
I think it's coming back again. Yep. The umpires are just switching places of sorts.
Well, you can play on, can't you?
You would think so, but
just call play on.
We have to bring that one up with the umpiring fraternity.
Oh, I don't know the rules.
Leo, as the ball goes inside forward 50, went past the outstretched hands of Picaro there in the long sleeves, comes back to the middle of the ground. Now we have a little bit of a foot race to try and get to the control of the football. Handball went towards Weiser. He got the big body down and eventually got the handball over the top. He might have to go again, but getting the body over the football there that time is Ambrose. Umpire still calls him to play on. It was a tumbly handball out wide, but it works out well for the Tigers. It could be away. That was a nice little throw there to Hill,
Forward
who
pass.
kicks inside the 50, and just a little bit too much on it for Daniel Warblers by a bit. It's gone out of bounds on the full. This time about 4 weeks ago, he kicked 6 goals.
Well, he hasn't got hold of the footy too much just yet, has he? Forbes has been quite good. The free kick going his way on the left leg. In front of the tennis courts it goes. Oh, nobody can get the hang of that mark. Should have been taken. Maybe sun in their eyes, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw in. We've gone 21. Quarter number 2, it's 36 leads 9 in the way of the Upwey Tigers. So we're waiting for another throw in. Oh, look at that Vic Grissom standing built. The minute we mentioned it, guys, it's just been filling up as the days progress. Comes out the back. Benny Hinton just dropped it. Umpire should have pinged him for that. They get away with the football anyway through dark. And they go through centre forward Mount Evelyn. Into the forward 50 now it goes. Big sport at the back by Hill of Upwey Tecoma. Hinton's got it now. That's Keenan. Just handball it out in front of him. Put the old arms out. Kevin Bartlett style. And just followed it up now. It's in the way now. Unfortunately, therefore, Upwey no one. The fella Fuchs is there, but it's gone out of bounds. Very close to the boundary lines out there, and nobody's really taking on the centre corridor at all at the moment.
It's funny when Mount Evelyn, push forward and get it inside their 40 at the moment. Even the 50-50 balls where it's just scrambling at the contest, they just seem to lose every single time. Upwey just read the ball a lot better at the moment.
Well, this is going to be a ball up surely, and sitting at the bottom of the pack there is Kurt Weiser. And it's going to be another ball up. Getting up very slowly there also is Matty Gibbons of Mount Evelyn. And Hasn't risen to any great heights yet this game, so let's see how it can break out now. Upwey, they just look a little bit better there. Oates got the little handball out the back, nobody there. That's another bit of a throw-like throw. Upwey just lets him go. This guy's been quite good, and Cole, he got a kick. I don't know how he did that when he was still half sitting on the ground, almost paid that mark. Umpire said no. On the bottom of the pack they go. Here's an opportunity now. It's Hindle with it, with a bit of a torp. And it's gone right of centre.
10 behinds.
And it has gone through for another behind too. They're going to get a great cheer, whoever kicks the first goal. 10 points straight, Mount Evelyn. And 5-6-36 Upwey Tecoma. What have we done? 23 gone, quarter number 2.
Kick out of full back is effective, so they get to the edge of their defensive 40. Here is Jackson Waters. Goes back to that man. Thumping ball down the line.
He's got a hold of his
Standing
jumper.
his ground there was Liam Beacom. Nothing coming his way in regards to a free kick, and that's just been fisted. And it's just gone dribbling over the boundary line in front of...
You got any scores happening around town at all, birthday boy?
Let's have a quick look at scores around the ground for you, Leo. I think you just
want to see how Jenbrook's going, mate.
Losing a bit of concentration here. Let's have a look. All right.
It doesn't take much.
No update from Officer Linda Fernie Creek. Wurry Alec, 9-13-67 to Narry Warren at 7-4-46. So the Tigers, if they kick straight, could really be in the box seat. Wandon 6-4-40 are leading Monbulk 1-3-9. We'll have a quick look at Division 1 scores. Belgrave 5-3-33 to your Brookers 14-5-89. Leo,
we're not
you
doing too
you still don't look very impressed.
No, we're struggling a bit, but we'll get along all right.
Berwick Springs 5-8-38 are leading Seville 2-2-14. So the Titans will be very happy with that. Yarra Glen 2-4-16 trailing Hillsville at 2-6-18. We'll have a quick look at Division 2. Kinglake 8-5-53 are leading Powelltown 4-6-30. Alexandra 10-7-67 are leading Broadford Yea 1-4-10.
A couple of upsets there, and that's been the best bit of play while we're doing the score, so we apologise. And
that's all right.
The Red Baron there in Von Hess has got it. The orange boots. And he's got a shot on goal from about 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. Kicking out there to the Jeff Pitts. Never miss from there. Never. It's probably a great... It does actually drift to the right side there for some reason. I don't know why. All very close to the man on the mark, who's got to kick it up pretty high. It looks pretty good, but it's going to drift right, like I said. And Jethro Von Hess puts through another behind. 5-7-37. Upwey Tecoma, 10 behinds. Mount Evelyn, 25 gone, quarter number 2. And the kick in now. Should be called play on because he's standing outside the goal square. The umpire is calling play on. Just stand there like a statue. Pigeons are starting to arrive. Oates takes a little one-handed grab as well. Goes straight back into that forward 50. No, there's no one there at all. Looking for Daniel Waters to go straight past him. Been given not a lot of service there today, Daniel Waters. And just want to set one up. He's promised me mark of the year now for about 3 years in a row. And he can get up. And, well, let's have to wait and see. Just sit it on someone's head. Throw in front of the Vic Ressam stand. Good throw in over the back. No one got that tap out at all. Second time in Apps got it. Goes straight down to Benny Hinton's throat. And handball over the top, looking for Oates. He can't pick it up, goes back and gets it once more. Is that Picaro on the bottom of the pack? Umpire's going to say, you're not trying to get it out. It's going to be a ball up. Got that jumper dude. That's the first time he's fallen over. He's been very, very good to keep his feet. Kicked 3 goals so far. Carmine Picaro. And it's going to be another ball up, about 25 metres out. Upwey's goal, kicking to the Jeff Pitts end here at Upwey Tecoma. Spinning in and out of the pack. That's a great tackle. Umpire says you've got a little kick out. Picaro's got it. Gets his face planted right in the middle of the mud and wins himself a free kick for in the back. And I've got another little in the back just then too. And I reckon Carmine will not give a handball or a pass to anyone here. He'll go back. And why shouldn't he? Kick 3 straight. His run up is going to be a lot longer than the distance he's got to kick. The old TV. Got the blue aqua boots on. There we go. Long sleeves. Coming in. Interesting hole of the footy. Should go up pretty high, that sort of kick. It goes long. Oh, made the goal umpire work a little bit, but I think it's gone through for a goal. And he has kicked goal number 4 for himself. Bit of a wobbler. They go to 6-7, a 43. Upwey Tecoma leading Mount Evelyn. 10 behinds. 27 gone, quarter number 2.
I reckon he's just about kicked that footy right out of the ground. So.
That's gone. So you got 2 to chase now, Liam.
Yeah, might have to have a look at half time.
You need a machete to go and get that out. Have a look at that. Right? That or a bushfire, one or the other.
At least a plan burning, maybe. Jesus.
When I used to live in Upper Gully, we used to have a few unplanned burning. It's amazing what kids and matches can do. It's,
Yeah, that's it. Still lit cigarettes, I suppose, being thrown into many different avenues. So I don't think we've got any other spare ball. So we are going to.
Game could be over, boys, at half time.
we
So
are.
that's it.
Oh,
And,
good. Off to Geelong.
Thanks for listening.
we are going to have to wait for the
Bye for now. No one's going to go in there. You don't know what's it. It could be a whole new ecosystem.
Snakes?
and
This is-
anything.
This is where you get one of the under-13s and pay them $20 to sit back there for the entire day. It's nice and cheap, and they're pretty happy because they get a few touches of the footy.
Well, I don't think any human being's been up there.
Oh, they got
before.
it.
There we go.
A bit of poison. He's got a bit of an itch now. There could have been a bit of poison ivy up there. Yeah, the crowd give him a great old cheer as well. Well done. Oh, is he going to fall flat in his tush or what?
Yeah, I think so.
Well done.
No, he's done well.
He's put the ball under the jumper, so I'm going, oh, there it is. Three.
Got it to the banter umpire.
Well done. We knew your name, we'd say it. Got it out there.
Nathan got that on camera too.
Oh, well done, Nathan.
There we go.
That's good. So the ball will finally make its way back to the centre. And umpire Glennie Cooper will ball it up. Birthday boy, 2 ducks. Whack, whack.
Here we go. So going back up on the ruck again is Beacom. And that's Hindhaugh going in the ruck for Mount Evelyn. No one won the tap. But Beacom gets a little handball out to a teammate here, and Mount Evelyn are going to be inside.
Oh, that's
the
down the
40
ground.
once again.
Oh,
Down the
just
ground's
got-
been paid, and he already hit up Daniel Waters anyway.
Oh, well, Costa's got a clip in the left ear. And his
so
teammate
Waters-
from Mount Evelyn said that's going to cost us, and he said, you're exactly right.
I think he kicked 1 or 2 last time from this sort of similar position.
Well, this is the spot. This is the side you got to kick from the scoreboard side. The goals open up a bit, just a little bit to the right. He's very robotic and very accurate normally with his kicking, and that's enough to put him off.
So Waters from the angle, 40 metres out. It's not a bad looking kick, but it is across the face ultimately, and it's another behind. So 6-8-44, leading 0-10-10, and Mount Evelyn now with the ball back in their hands, still haven't kicked a goal yet, and we are 30 minutes into, or 29 and a half, I should say, into this second quarter, and it's a long kick going towards
Coming back.
the broadcast wing. No one could take the mark. A soccer off the ground there that time by Shaw, but it was cut off here by the Upwey Tecoma defenders. Getting the ball here now is Wicks, and Wicks throws the ball onto the right boot. Numbers here with Mount Evelyn in defence. A little soccer off the ground there that time by O'Brien. Trying to get the ball away. Here's Mount Evelyn. A little knock on there that time by Hoskin. Who can get the ball here at ground level? Hindhaugh was there. He was in the ruck a second ago. Now he soccers it forward. Ball's heading towards the boundary line. Hindhaugh nearly mopped up his own work, but
It's been good.
ultimately the ball has spilled out of bounds, and it will be a boundary throw-in on the wing here. So under a bit of pressure there, Mount Evelyn, but they did that pretty well. They got the ball out of there, and now they've just got to keep moving that ball forward. Try and find their first goal. Winning the tap there.
Nice
That time
tap.
was Bacon. And there's
Oh, he's played on the ball.
Bit harsh.
so holding the ball here. It's going to go the way of Nick Hoskin. And Hoskin sizing up his options here. So
Wanna
where
give
will he go?
Give him a raspberry for that one. You're not a raspberry, but interesting. Interesting
Or a
call.
Nathan Williamson.
A raspberry. And he's going to go with a bit of a switch here. So a kick going wide to Inaps.
That's from the classy side. The Inaps come from Mount Evelyn.
Yep.
The Inaps come from Birmingham.
There we go. So Inaps.
There we go.
That's not a bad kick, and it hits up the teammate here. So with the ball here now is Morris. And Morris
Keep.
just goes with a long kick, continuing to move the ball up the wing here.
Good, great grab.
Yeah, it's a great grab taken there, and
Strong.
Oren Shaw holds off that final attack.
Oh!
That crunched, and that'll be a free
25,
kick.
yep.
And here we
Yeah,
go, a
it
bit
could
of a
be on
melee
here,
just
boys.
starting
They're
to
starting
form
to-
here as well.
Yeah, and that could be a bit of a yellow card, maybe. It was unnecessary. Definitely 25-metre penalty in that.
Yeah, late contact.
Why
definitely.
Tacoma players weren't too appreciative of it.
If they're smart here, the Upwey players, you
They'll
just,
just let it go,
take
yeah.
the footy and
Well, you would. You know,
get past the 25 mark and get as much territory as you can.
And
Because
don't risk reversing the free kick as well as the
Have
other
a look
thing
at
you
this
don't
coming
want to
straight down the cricket pitch. Good solid ground there. And I tell you what, I'm really impressed with Sammy Price. She's done a fantastic job. She's had all the iffy calls too, and she's done well.
I thought he was going to want to talk then.
do. Ball
I
goes
did too.
long inside the 50. Waters there, and he takes the mark.
There we go. Just get it down there. Look at all. That's what you got to do. You got a guy who can take a grab.
And on the siren, so Daniel Waters will have the last say in this first half of this game, and could potentially give his side a 40-point lead heading into half-time. He'll be kicking from about 35 metres out on a slide angle. He's an own goal kicker. And begins a nice steady approach right on the arc, and that kick is across the face. And 6-9-45 against 0-10-10 at half-time here. That is the end of the first half here at Upwey Tecoma, and the Tigers will be very happy with a 35-point lead going into the main break.
SAP. So we're just about in readiness to start this third quarter, and it's going to be umpire Sammy Price, who's been doing a terrific job. She throws it up in the air, up in the ruck they went, and it got tapped out there by Weezer of Upwey Tecoma. First goal, vitally important. Handball came out by Beamish of Mount Evelyn. Can they come and get a goal now? Kick towards the pavilion side of the ground. It's tapped out in front of himself there. Unfortunately, can't pick it up, was Johansson. A little handball now. This looks much better for Mount Evelyn. They're going forward. Johansson's got it again on the left foot, and this could be the
floodgates.
Man, listen to that crowd go wild. And the late in the side there for Mount Evelyn. Alistair Johansson puts through the first goal of the afternoon. It is the second half, though, for Mount Evelyn. It could just lead to something more. They go to 110-16. And Upwey still 6-9-45. That took all of 40 seconds, boys. What did they do? They went goal to goal. Yep. They went straight down the ground and took a risk. And that's what they've got to do. And,
floodgates, Leo.
Floodgates. Well, one can lead to two, and you've got to take, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, and they've done that. Oh, there we go. The best messages are coming up.
That'll be Jason.
That'll be Jason. He won't be happy about this at all. No, it could be more. You better take over, Liam.
Yeah, I might have to.
Wow, a goal, is he? Even Jason's fallen off his ladder there and dropped the spanner.
Probably has, fixing the 1957 Ford SUV operation down at Kilcunda today as the ball's back in the middle. It was up in the air and straight back down, and umpire called for it pretty much immediately. So Upwey need to find that goal once again, get it back to the previous margin it was at, 35 points. Umpire calls for it once again. Leo, stop texting.
No, I didn't text. I can't text that quick.
Oh, yes, you can.
If I do it with my two thumbs, it looks like hieroglyphics.
Just like you're writing.
It's good.
Ball back up in the air, comes straight back down to ground. Upwey Tecoma clear it for the meantime, but cut off there. Nicely done by Fellows. Fellows centres the ball. It's a nice pass, nice mark taken by Shaw. Oh no, came to ground. I looked down for half a second, it was gone. Here's Weiser. Sends one high and long inside 40, comes to ground. Beacom's the first one there. Picaro ends up grabbing the ball. He was spun around his body, and it's been taken over the boundary line there that time by Inaps for a boundary throw in just in front of the Bowls Club, where you might find Leo having a game or two one day soon.
Yes, I'm not biased, but it's a good game. It's a terrific game. No, Bowls, enjoy it very much. Lawn Bowls, it's quite a strategic game.
There we go, so boundary thrown
in. If you like watching paint dry in Grassgrove, that's the game for you.
Forward here for Upwey Tecoma. It's Mount Evelyn who get the ball moving back towards their end of the ground, but getting to the ground ball first there was Orenshaw. Couldn't quite pick it up cleanly though.
Throw a bucket of water over those two.
Socket forward here.
Oh, that's a boundary throw in.
Very, very interesting handball there, as you heard from Leo Grundewagen there, and the ball goes back again. No clean possession.
You're gone.
Taken high. I thought there was Fuchs. All called play on. Kick just smothered there. It was not intentional smother, was sort of into the hip of one of the Upwey Tecoma players. Or
Didn't Oates go in hard there? Have you ever thought if Oates got kidnapped by cannibals, they'd have him for breakfast?
Yep. And Fuchs winning the tap down there, but no one really there to receive it. Trying to get in there to win the hard ball was Von Hess. And the ball just bobbling around at the moment.
Whoop.
And locking up one of the Upwey Tecoma players there in a tackle was Jackson Merritt of Mount Evelyn. That's another stoppage. You're in half forward for Upwey Tecoma, so a few players a bit slow to get back up, but eventually we're all ready to go. So it's Weezer versus Fuchs in the ruck. And ball goes to ground again here. Fuchs couldn't quite take that one cleanly, and been pinged for throw here of Upwey Tecoma, so Mount Evelyn are going to try and get the ball moving here. That kick ends up hitting Hindhaw, and Hindhaw wheels onto that right boot. It's a high up and under ball. Numbers here are with Upwey Tecoma. Can he pick it up here? Yes, he can. Having a shot at goal here this time is Gibbons.
Missed it.
But it's across the face, and it is one behind, so 6-9-45 is now playing 1-11-17 Leo.
Maybe they'll have to kick another 10 points before they get their second goal. Big opportunity lost. They almost took the mark, Matty Gibbons, and just couldn't get hold of it. And probably should have kicked that. He's in the open and just couldn't spin it around far enough. So from full back, big long kick there by Stewie Hill. It's right up the middle of the ground. Over the back of the pack they went. Nobody can take that mark. Trying to work their way through. Handball spilled out there through Wicks. Gave it to an opposition player, unfortunately for him. Oates has got a good tackle laid on his opponent. And right on the edge of the cricket pitch, it's going to be a ball up. Looking a lot better here, the Rovers. Can they get two in a row? Fuchs back in the ruck here for Mount Evelyn. Umpire takes it off the pitch.
It up.
He does now. Yeah, it's not that hard. big leap there by the big fella, and Weezer got up, went down. Oates is in the middle of that. Fuchs has got hold of him, and it's going to be another ball up. Goes in very, very hard, does Stevie Oates. Another ball up now. Tap out by Fuchs. No one in particular got hold of that. I thought tackled about the football might have been Peduto. The umpire says no. Oates has got it again. Nobody tackled him. Now there's a step over. Had to be a high tackle. No doubt about that whatsoever. Took a while to be paid. Handball comes out. Oh, player under a lot of pressure. Tries to dodge one way. Goes the other way, does Von Hess. Goes to the outer side of the ground. The race is on for the football. In the lead for the football there is a Parker Jenkinson for Upwey Tecoma. Got beaten to it, and Mount Evelyn, they can come out once again. The kick went skew-if, but was lucky enough it found a couple of Mount Evelyn players on their own. Here they go again, going horizontally. The old double banger on the chest, and it's been marked out here. Johansson, solitary goal kicker for Mount Evelyn, goes right in front of the pavilion and Hindor, probably Mount Evelyn's best player today. Takes a mark on the wing.
Hindor with a long ball heading inside 50, but it's cut up by Shaw, but it's a push in the back.
Hold, push in the back.
And
Urquhart.
Free kick to Callum Urquhart, one of the star players of this Mount Evelyn side, and this is a big opportunity here for the Rovers if they can kick the first 2 goals of the second half and bring this margin back down to 22 points. Jason's not a happy man either down there at Kilcunda Bass.
You don't know what he said.
I didn't see what he said. Oh, gee.
Exactly.
That is extremely harsh.
He's a strong, harsh critic.
Callum Urquhart lining up the goal.
He sees it.
Oh. Only about 20 metres out on a slide angle.
Can't
Just
miss.
to bring a bit of life back into this game.
Good player, Callum Urquhart.
Oh, pardon the pun.
That always puts him
He
off.
just misses to the near side. So 1-12-18 now plays 6-9-45.
It's amazing how that puts him off.
Did you hear what Aiden just said?
I missed it.
He said just to bring some life back into this game after what...
Oh, no, it's terrible. I know. We've got the defib machine
An
out
unintentional pun has slipped in there as Waters brings the ball back into the play and hits up Orenshaw, who looks ahead. Or actually, it might even be Weezer with the ball here.
Very funny, Aiden.
So Weezer, always a pretty funny guy.
It's Hill, in
Actually, it's Hill, in fact. There we go. I've got it wrong twice. Hill with a long kick down the line. No mark taken. Mount Evelyn with numbers at the back. Picking it up at ground level there was Fellows. But the ball spills to ground again. They get it out the back here. This time it's Inaps. And that's not a bad kick there. It finds Hindor. Hindor dropped the chest mark, though. He picks it up again, though. So he recovered his work pretty well. Gets the ball moving forward. But Hill did very well and took a good defensive mark. And they hold off that attack for the time being to Upwey Tecoma.
Yeah, they do, Aiden. They switch play, and now they opt to go up the highway part of the ground, although that kick just ricochets off a few sets of legs, and that's been eloquently socked to the boundary line for a throw-in. Doors opening left, right and centre here today.
Yep, that's probably because we're sitting in the social rooms, mate, and it's very social.
Yes, it is.
Bars open. You reckon Ray Fellows will buy us a beer, but he won't.
Ball back into play, comes to ground. It's just fumbling its way around. That's not going to go anywhere with another ball up, 8 gone. 6-9 plays 1-12, can you believe?
I can. I've seen it.
There's umpire just throws it up now. Nearly out the back. A few players just had to change their steps as Jackson Fellows tried to keep the ball in play. It's just dribbled out of bounds for a throw in. And Jaden looks at me with a funny look, and Jason's followed up with a text message after his previous comments. As the ball comes back into play, being brought to ground. Will it eventually come out? Getting first hands to it was Wicks. He couldn't quite get it out. Numbers here with the Rovers as they get the ball backwards of their square. He's taking the tackle on there. That should be a little bit of trouble there for EP, but the umpire actually let it go, and it was a ball up. It wasn't another bad text message, was it, Leo?
No, that was you. I don't think I got another one. I'm too scared to look.
I heard your phone.
I'm just too scared to look, mate. It's going to be a throw-in right in front of our broadcast position up here at the Silver Dome, and it's an absolute magnificent position it is too. It just stacks on the mill. It's underneath, folks. Is he going to get it out? He's going to be pinned. Oh, I thought he was going to get pinged for that. Didn't try to get that ball out. You can't dive on the footy. Oh, God. You're feeling too much red quality for you today, I think, Jason. Then it's going to be another ball up.
He's lost the plot there.
He's lost the plot there, looking kind of bass. Yeah, I know. It's just we'll just get it up again. We do chuckle, we do laugh as the ball up, right on half forward flank. Mount Evelyn doing all the attacking in the second half so far. Benny Hinton gets thrown out of the pack. He hasn't got hold of it. Coley got hold of him. And finally, a free kick going away of Upwey Tecoma. So it's half-back flank. Benny Hinton, one of the veterans of the Upwey Tecoma side, being told to play on now. Goes very, very short to a 2-on-1 situation, looking for race. Not really going to do that player much good. If you're going to go short, got to be a player on his own. You might as well go to a long contest, and it's going to be another ball up. It's only travelled about 5 metres further forward. And as you can hear in the background, horrible option. We are all champions here in the social room, I can tell you that now. Up she goes once again, Hindhaw in the ruck. Can you believe that? He plays on the wing, plays in the ruck. Trying to get the ball out there. Someone's got a smack in the mission. Hindhaw's been fantastic for Mount Evelyn. Goes to the centre half forward position. The only player there is the coach of Upwey Tecoma in Hill. Big long left foot kick goes all the way to the tennis court. And why go so tight and turns it over once more with an out of bounds on the full free kick. Here they go once again over the back of the pack. Hindhaw in there again. Taps it out the back. Deserves a goal. This young man. Well, the kick falls short. Nobody can take the mark and landing on top of him. It looks as though Anderson, I'm flat out here. Liam, you better take over.
Oh, Aiden can see this one better than me.
There's only a pole in front of us.
Yeah. So stoppage inside 50, inside 40.
He missed a goal. He was watching grass grow. Jason. I'm going to ban you for
in the ruck
30
again.
minutes, I think.
But the tap was won down there that time by Beacon, but it's a long kick out of the defensive 50 here for Tecoma, but definitely getting the ball moving forward again. No mark taken. Kick forward there that time by Shaw.
Oh, good grab.
Good one. Good mark taken. Very strong mark taken there by Beamish.
I won't say anything about Beamish. That way he'll kick the goal, but shouldn't miss, should he, from here? Really?
Oh, don't do this again, Leo. Leave him alone.
If I don't know if that's all it took to put players off, I would have stopped saying all the other things I used to say to him.
Jack Beamish, 20 metres out.
Can't miss.
No.
Put it in the book.
20 metres out. Oh, Leo, you've got it. He's done it again. And the Mount Evelyn crowd are not happy with Leo Groenewegen. He's put the balls on them again.
Like Mick Malloy's quadro. 113,
you just can't be making early crow calls like that, Leo. It's
unbelievable. They've kicked 3 behind so far, and then all the attacking in this quarter's gone 12 minutes. So 19 trials, 45. Go.
Hinton.
Oh, that's a beautiful
goes
kick.
With a long kick towards the outer side wing here, but Mount Evelyn have the numbers back. I think that was Heafy who got a kick on the boot there, but it was cut off straight away by Burrows. And Burrows brings the ball back in.
Beamish.
Here we go. Orange Shaw. So this is the options. Just a short kick. Oh, good spoil. Great spoil there. I think getting in there that time was Hoskin, and that's going to be a boundary throw in.
Oh, dear.
Almost at half forward here for Mount Evelyn. So they've done it pretty well this quarter so far, have the Rovers. They've kept the ball there half of the ground for the most part. They haven't let the Tigers score yet. They just need to start taking their opportunities in front of goal.
Taking a few photos for prosperity.
Yes, here we go. So boundary throw in just in front of half forward here for Mount Evelyn. No one got the tap.
There we go.
Moving forward here for the Tigers. Hindhaw got in there. He got a kick onto the right boot. Trying to get in there and win it for Mount Evelyn was Hoskin, but it was thumped over the boundary line that time there by Wiles. And so boundary thrown at about half forward again here for the Rovers.
Yeah, they're pushing Aiden, but they've only kicked 1-3 this quarter for their efforts. Yeah, deserve another goal, that's for sure. They've won the quarter. Still within arm's reach of potentially winning this game if they're good enough. Tap went down to Cole and he was wrapped up straight away.
Check what's happening around town for us if you could, Aiden.
Yes, of course.
He's a very happy to, very willing man is our Aiden Miller.
All right, so I'll have a quick look at scores right now. We've got them. Officer 4-1 at 25, trailing Linda Fernie Creek 7-8-50. Rory Alec 11-17-83. Leading Narry Warren at 10-8-68.
Wow.
Upwey Tecoma, obviously 6-9-45, leading Mount Evelyn 1-13-19. Wandon 8-8-56 are leading Monbulk 3-7-25.
Oh, here's a chance. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
That's going towards the Vic Grissom stand. Mark could have been taken over there. Unfortunately, wasn't.
In here now.
Belgrave. It's going to be a throw-in. Keep going, Aiden.
Belgrave at 250, trailing Jimbra Cockatoo 17-608. Berwick Springs 11-12-7-8, leading Seville 3-2-20.
Wow.
Yarra Glen 5-6-36, leading Hillsville 4-7-31. We'll have a quick look at Division 2. Kinglake 11-7-73, leading Powelltown 5-8-38, and Alexandra 14-8-92, leading Broadford Yea 4-5-29. So few upsets on the cards potentially today here, all around the grounds.
Yeah, and I think Rory's gone for all the upset rounds as well. Liam, make you feel a bit nauseous as well. And it's going to be another throw-in.
In the game though, we're 11-17.
Yep, and they're playing at the Jewel and the Crown up there at Warry. They always play that ground very, very well. Maybe Now he's managed a few, as they do nowadays. Doorbell, throw in. Big clot of mud on that footy once again. A lot of players around the ground. A little kick off the ground, or another one there. That was a bit dangerous. The umpire just said it's okay. Hands and knees. Getting a bit desperate here for the Upwey side. Mount Evelyn doing quite well. It's gone out of bounds centre wing. Tennis court side of the ground.
What would Jason say now? Special comments?
I'll just answer the doorbell.
No.
Correct. Throw in. Centre wing. Tennis court side of the ground. And this one's not a bad throw in either. Got the tap out, did folks of Mount Evelyn. Ricocheted back to him too. Got a quick kick in the pack there too. Bounces up over the head there. Couldn't take hold of the ball there with Sammy Waters. And it's gone, pushing the back there, and that got a bit willing, and the free kick there is going to go the way of Upwey Tecoma. I think the shoved in the fence was Sammy Waters.
Right decision.
And it is a good call. Umpired well. As Sammy Price. She's going along really well. Back flank. Gets called to play on. Straight up the line they go. Pack of players in front. Fuchs put the 1 minute up. You're not going to mark it like that. Hindor being great. Goes in and tries to get it a second time. This time he's dived on the footy. The umpire gives him a bit of a leeway there. Says I'll ball it up. So no score this quarter for Upwey Tecoma. Mount Evelyn have kicked 1 goal 3. It's a real flood opening gates there. Oates gets a kick. No, he couldn't get a kick. Hindor goes back. He gets tripped up. The umpire says it's all right. It's like a rolling maul at the moment. It's been picked up this time and handballed out by Peduto of Upwey Tecoma. Goes inside forward 50. Daniel Waters is there. Can't pick it up. It's the Red Baron and Von Hess who's picked it up and has kicked it straight across the goals and gone through for just one behind. Snuck in. And it's first score this quarter, 6-10, 46, Upwey Tecoma, 1-13. That's correct, 19, Mount Evelyn. We've been going 16 and a half quarter, number 3.
Well, the good thing about today, Leo, is that...
The sun's shining.
Well, the sun is shining, but you won't run out of room on your piece of paper.
I've got plenty of room, mate. I can play next week's game at the moment.
You probably could. Why don't you test that theory out?
No.
Oh, well, you're not going next week.
No, got an RDO.
Ball to the wing, smothered off the boot there of Hansen, out of bounds for a throw in, 16.5, nearly 17 gone here in the third quarter. Where it's
being managed, Liam.
Managed, it dropped.
Managed sounds so much nicer.
Health and safety protocols maybe by next week.
Well, it's a long way to go for an old bloke.
You actually are right. There's a heap of mud on the footy, so
it's a big clot of mud on
real
it.
sticky. Real slippery as well, as once again it's found the sanctuary. The boundary line more or less in the same spot where it was thrown in from. 17 a bit minutes gone, quarter 3.
Oh, umpire's dropped the whistle.
Yep.
There we go. This is Jasper. Jasper Barry.
We go again. Good throw in too. Gives both ruckmen a real good look at it. Weiser got the hit out. And it's come to ground, and Jason's continuing a barrage of text messages.
I think he's finished his work, hasn't he?
You would think so. He's
You're probably right. Probably should have taken this week off.
getting close to finals. We probably do need a break, all of us at some stage, just to recharge the old batteries, as Oates is weaving and turning his body around the ball. He gave it to Von Hess, who kicks it to the right forward pocket.
There we go.
Stays in the field of play.
Oh, touchdown.
Just running into the end zone, you could say, was Daniel Waters, and that's through for a rush behind. 6'11", 47.
You've got to kick it through, not run it through to goals. Is that right?
Yeah, for a touchdown.
No, for a goal.
Oh, yes.
6'11", 47. Leads 1-3-19. Confuse you with logic.
1-3-19.
1-13-19.
Oh, there we go.
You're only deaf in one ear because you can't hear out the other. It's back in the centre of the ground. Keppel over the top. Nice little handball came out there by Burrows. Umpire lets him play on. Oh, that's a mark. I think that could be Oates. And getting up very, very slowly. People, a couple of guys doing their boots up. I hope Mum taught them how to do them in double knots. They'll be right. What to be said about Volgrove? A lot of kids in the world can't tie shoes up now. So we're just waiting. 55 plus metres out. Nobody playing out here at the Vic Gressham stand into the ground at the moment. You want to play Vic kick or Oz kick? Out you go. There's no one there. Coming in now. Got to be a 55-metre kick. A long kick by Oates. It's going to go just about all the way, and it's just been touched on the line. Great effort there by Bailey Oates. Puts his third behind on the board. We're going to have leading behind kickers rather than goal kickers today. 6-12, 48. Our Upwey Tecoma, 1-13. Liam, 19. Mount Evelyn, we've been going 19 minutes, quarter number 3.
Hindor got the footy from the tap down, you could say, and he just sends one forward. Pretty good kick too. He gained about 35, 40 metres, gone out of bounds for a throw in. He was about to enter time on here in the third quarter.
We're not allowed to cheer when you say that.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, it's fine.
It's all good.
Leo looking forward to the long drive back down to Dramana tonight.
Yeah, I got in my car. I looked at it's got a D for Dramana. I just whacking in that and away you go.
Jason's texted you again.
He's bored.
Here comes to ground. The ball's dribbling its way towards the boundary line and will eventually get there for a throw in. What's he got for us now?
We're going to run out of battery here.
Yeah, probably will.
Awesome. Now everyone has kicked it behind. You're right. It's very hard not to get on the scoreboard. Oh, my goodness gracious me. It's only funny because it is.
By golly, by crikey, ball back into play. Ball comes to ground. Peduto had it, lost it straight away. Getting his head over at that time was Merritt for Mount Evelyn. He's lost it. That's a good tackle there laid. There'll be no reward for it, unfortunately. Beacom, that was Nathan, had it. He gave it off to a teammate. Had to spin around and now kicks it down the line to a better 3-on-2 that favours Mount Evelyn. Slipped through the hands there of Nathan Waterman. Comes to ground and out of bounds for a boundary throw in on the outer side, Aidan.
So boundary throw in on the wing here. At the other side of the ground here at Upwey, Tecoma. So just ticking into time on here in this third quarter, and so just the one goal, which is going to Mount Evelyn, their first goal for the afternoon, as the tap was won there by Weezer. And they get the ball moving forward here, this time through Costas. Wasn't the best kick ever, and that handball there doing no one any favours, but getting in there and winning the hard ball was Oates. And now they get the ball moving forward continually through, this time through Wicks. No one was there to take the mark, and that's rushed over the line too. So a lot of rush behinds today as well. 6-13-49, playing at 1-13-19, and even 5-goal lead here for the Tigers.
Well, they've caught up to the behinds. That's all they wanted to do this quarter, I reckon.
That's it. And Mount Evelyn now with the ball, and no real quick ball movement as of yet. Sizing up the options here is Dark. And he goes just across goal there for the time being. He might even get the ball back here again. So they are going to go up the outer side of the ground here. Yeah, couldn't quite hang it to the mark there, I think was Heafy. The ball spills over the boundary line. It'll be a boundary throw in right in front of the tennis clubs. So just a slow build up here for Mount Evelyn. We'll see what happens from this play. Going in the ruck here is Beacom and Fuchs, and Beacom got from position and won the tap. And now they get the ball moving forward again here, but that kick was cut off there that time for Von Hess. He's got it back though, onto the right boot. It's smothered again. Fuchs picked up the ground ball, got it away. That kick there going to be turned over, and it's cut off that time by Orenshaw. So Orenshaw, not in any hurry, just pops the ball up here. I think Mount Evelyn got the numbers here, and they do, and getting back here to pick it up. He is at Dark, although trickles over the boundary line and beats him. So boundary thrown now in the forward pocket here for Upwey Tecoma. So just a very stagnant ball movement again here. It's just been a bit of a theme of this game. And anyway, the ball's thrown back into play. So Beacom's in the ruck. He'll be going up against Forbes this time. And there's a little bit of a, not even a shot at goal, more just a set up. And I think it's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go the way of the Rovers. So they should be able to get the ball out of the defensive 40 here.
Yeah, they will, and they bring it out to the outer side where Hindor's waiting for it and takes a nice mark. Been very, very good today. Plays on, wheels around, kicks it down the line. Cole Lee just jumped up and, yeah, right position there, paid there for a kick to go to Hill. And he switches play to the outer side. The mark has been taken by Waters, who goes for a gallop, kicks it out wider. Yeah, they
go.
Good run. Here's Costas, kicks it short. Nearly hugged the boundary. It was a nice footy, Sarah, I agree. Mark taken by Waters.
It's like people at the races, they're just saying, go, go. Getting Costas moving.
Waters set sail for home.
Missed.
And has kicked to behind, has he?
I think goal umpire said yes, and he's kicked 4 behind so far today. And he wouldn't be happy with himself, I would imagine. But you guess what? A half century is up, boys. 6-14-50. Upwey Tecoma 1-13-19 Mount Evelyn, and we've gone nearly 24 minutes in this third quarter kick-in taking place. Hindor has had plenty of the footy today. Should be called to be played on as he's gone to handball the ball. Runs himself into trouble. Umpire said, "Smart Alec, I'm going to give you a free kick against you." And I think it might have even gone out in the full too, to tell you the truth. Jasper said it went out. And you go to handball, it is play on, and the resulting free kick here going to Sammy Wicks. 25 metres for a bit of dissension.
Bit of a, would you say, 8? It's a certain.
Yep.
25 is going to take him almost. He's going to put him directly in front. That's a long 25, and I reckon I'm going to put this down as a goal, guys. So I don't reckon Sammy Wicks can miss this, surely.
I've put it in.
What are you going to reckon? He's walking out directly in front.
put it
He is
in.
on the goal line.
Got to go to the highway, this one.
It won't move left or right. Straight through the middle of the... Oh! Never looked like missing the tater truck. So, Sammy Wicks puts through his first goal. And that's their first goal this quarter. They go to 7-14, 56. Working on their second 50. 1:13, 19, Mount Evelyn. 25 minutes gone. So it's taken just about all this quarter to get a goal on the board here, Upwey Tecoma. And, well, Hindor's probably been the best player there for Mount Evelyn, unfortunately. They just got caught between Twixt and Twat. Did go to handball. There's a play on. Got caught. Probably came off his boot and went out in the fall. And then said to the umpire, I wasn't really happy with that. And he says, well, why don't you come back here and I'll show you what it looks like here. And the goal on the board, back in the middle. Up she goes. Weezer gets the hit out there, looking for Oates. Can he pick it up? He's been terrific as well for Upwey Tecoma. Gets beaten to the footy there by his number 11, opposite number in Merritt, who promptly kicked it out in the full. And it's going to be a resulting free kick here going to Von Hess. Von Hess coming in now on the right foot. Good long kick down the line, looking for Waters at the back of the pack. Couldn't hang on to that. It's gone over everybody's head. It's been punched out of bounds for a throw in. In fact, it was Beacom who got the old knee in the kidneys there. Not much fun. So throw in, half forward flank, Upwey Tecoma. Game slowing down to a trickle after it started off at a snail's pace. Benny Hinton dives over the top of the footy, and umpire says you've dived on the footy and the free kick. You can't do that, Benny, and it's going to go the way of Mount Evelyn. It's a bit of a stop-start here. What are you going to do? There's no options. You just got to go straight down the middle of the ground. And this goes short, very, very short. They're just moving at a snail's pace at the moment. I'll get to you in a moment, Jace. And they're just playing kick to kick at the moment. Forbes takes the mark, tries to get something going with a handball. Now they can go straight up the centre corridor if they want to, waiting for the ball to come to him. He took the mark, was Heafy. Plays on, goes laterally towards the outer side, straight over the top of the head of his teammate and Shaw. And they're just not hitting their targets, and he goes out of bounds for yet another throw in.
It's got scores, mate.
Yeah, we'll give a quick update, mate, as well. Officer 6541, trailing Lindaferny Creek 1964, Woorialk 11-17-83, narrowly leading Narry Warren at 12-10-82. Wandon 10-8-68 leading Monbulk 4-8-62. Quickly for Division 1. Berwick Springs 11-14-80 leading Seville 3-3-21. Yarra Glen 7-7-49 leading Hillsville 6-7-43.
Opportunity here going in towards the goal line. It has been rushery for a behind. Sorry, Aiden, for
that's right.
Another rush behind there to Mount E. 1-14-20. Trail Upwey Tecoma 7-14-56, 27 and a half gone. Yes, Aiden.
Belgrave 8-4-52 trailing Jimbrook Cockatoo 18-8-116. Kinglake 12-8-80 leading Powelltown 6-8-44. Alexandra 16-9-105 leading Broadford Yay 5-5-35. So yes, a couple of interesting results still.
Big upset. Berwick Springs looks like they're going to beat Seville.
What's happened to Seville? They had a big win last week. They must be missing a few today.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All back up in the air. Comes to ground, Upwey Tecoma will get out a little bit of trouble there. Comes to the outer side wing pretty much. Mount Evelyn try and take it forward. Slip through the hands of Hinton. He takes it forward. Fisted him away there that time was Wise, who did quite well. Body over the football was Fuchs there that time for Mount Evelyn. They're still going to be trying to get out of trouble here, and they do so now through the services of Burrows. Upwey Tecoma could have been off to the races there, trying to barge his way through, but couldn't quite in the end. Was Peduto, the umpire, eventually calls for it. 28 and a half minutes gone, and it's 7-14 to 1-14.
Of course, one down on the bench to Mount Evelyn after Shickering did the shoulder, so I haven't seen him come back at all, and hopefully the young man's okay. Hinton picks it up, kicks it underground. Fuchs tries to pick it up. Opportunity now. Coley picked it up well. Gives it across to a teammate, and Urquhart goes in the middle of that four. There's Urquhart in actual fact, so I'm not quite sure he kicked around. We'll pick him up in a minute.
Don't moz him again.
And I won't say anything that Callum Urquhart cannot miss this.
Oh.
I won't say it.
He's done it again.
I didn't say it. Ray Fellows just giving me the evil eye too, I tell you that right now. He was going to buy you a beer, now he's not. But Callum
He's definitely not buying you a beer, that's for sure.
No. But Callum, he's such a good player. He's gone back on a good run up. I'll back him here.
Oh, no. Leo.
Mick Malloy's,
what are you doing?
Mick Malloy's
Quaddy.
Quaddy. Cannot miss. Coming in. Steady walk.
Locals are giving it to him.
Here we go.
Leo's about
Off
to
the
cop it.
boot. Looks very, very
Leo.
good. Looks excellent for a point. If I only know that. Oh.
Anyway, so
1:15:21. Sorry,
Waters.
mate. Everyone needs to know the score. 7:14:56. 30 minutes gone. What's happened, Aidan?
So Waters brings the ball back into play. Short little kick to his teammate there, I think, in Costas. Leo Groenewegen for...
That's Hill.
God, I can't even remember how many times he's put the miles on Mount Evelyn.
It works,
today.
doesn't it? Wish I'd have known that years ago.
Anyway, so Hill just sends the ball up the line, going to the outer side of the ground. No mark was taken. Who can win the ground ball here? Ball still just on the ground at the moment. I think the umpire's going to ball that up. Yes, he is.
How are the com games anyway, boys? They're pretty good, aren't they?
Well, they're just up on the television there if you want to have a quick look.
Oh,
Leo.
yeah, oh, yes, good. I know
there
some
we
of
go.
them. The wheelchair
So
racing
ball
going on.
Racing, yeah.
Fuchs,
T40 54s.
Fuchs wins the tap down to ground. And eventually getting the ground ball. That time there was Hinton. He's taken in a tackle, and it's going to be another ball up. Just close to half forward here for Mount Evelyn.
Ash Gardner batted well last night.
She did indeed. No, I love the para-athletes. And
Fuchs
Follow
got the
them.
ball down there to his teammate that time in Coley. Coley to Hill. Hill couldn't take the mark. There's Urquhart, but he couldn't keep the ball in play. Mount Evelyn faithful down there. Want hand on the full, I should say. They're not going to get it.
Vic Grissom stands come to life, hasn't it?
Yep, the Virism's hand is a bit unhappy
Keep
with
jumping
that.
up and down. A few more letters might fall off.
With that decision. I don't think the letters have fallen off. I think a bit of graffiti has just gone over. You can see the outline of the letters.
No, they are letters that are screwed on and unfortunately have fallen off. Been told today.
Ball thrown back into play here. And the ball's taken here. Waters couldn't quite get it cleanly. But the ball continues to move forward here. Getting a handball out there. That time was Wicks. And now, that's an interesting kick though, and it's turned over.
It's Forbes.
So Forbes has got the ball, and he
He's
goes
played well.
laterally. This is an interesting kick, and cutting it off and doing a very good
Give
job.
it,
There was
give it,
Ambrose,
give it.
and Ambrose just pops the ball on top of the siren, beats them. So three-quarter time, the scores here at Upwey Tecoma, 7:14:56 to Mount Evelyn, 1:15:21. The Tigers going in with a 35-point lead, the exact same margin they had at half-time. So
Holds the ball off for the start of the final quarter. Liam Vertigan is going to get us going.
Oh, let's hope this doesn't go for over half an hour. Ball goes up in the middle, hit out by Beacom, comes to ground, and umpire will call for it straight away. I was going to say, if Narry Warren don't reach the ton, that'll be the first time in season 2022 that they haven't scored over 100 points in a game. So,
Worry hit the front again.
Oh,
95 to 94.
gee whiz,
Did want to go there, one allowed to go. The Prets told us no.
you're not happy. Hindor sends one high. Could this be the chance for their second goal of the afternoon? Doesn't feel right saying that when the score's 21. You'd think they've kicked 3-3 or something. Beacom went for a run, kicks out wide, slipped through the hands there that time of Park Jenkinson. He'll get it again, sends one high. That might just bounce. It does. Doesn't do anyone any particular favours of sorts. They're away here for the time being. Mount Evelyn, although it pitches between two, and just barging his way through there that time nicely was Hinton. They go inside forward 40 here to Upwey Tecoma, but just to the sanctuary of the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in, Leo.
We will indeed. In the shadows here at Upwey Tecoma, it gets a bit cold and damp down there. It's a bit of a sloppy old bit of ground. Doesn't get a lot of sunshine through winter. That's going to be a throw in. Who's going to get the first goal of the last quarter? Upwey Tecoma. In that forward 50, over to back. Nice little tap out, but a ricochet straight back to Beacom. Just spills what he should have taken there. And the kick straight out of the pack. Hinton keeps it in play. He's done well. I think, did the banner umpire blow the whistle? I think he did. I don't think it actually went out. I think Keenan Hinton kept that in, but banner umpire said, no, you didn't. So it's going to be a throw in. Just on the interchange gates in front of the Upwey Tecoma coaching fraternity. And this is Joel Barry. Throws the ball in. Over the back they go. Take it out of Ruckles Beacom. Goes down to Oates. Gets hit around the neck. Just shrugs a tackle. Kicks it long into the forward pocket. Looking for Daniel Waters. It's over his head. And this guy's played pretty well on him today. And Bailey Forbes wants to play on around the scoreboard side of the ground. Looking for and finding a teammate there in Burton. Holds play up a little bit. Probably should try and take a few risks and get it going. Goes very, very, doesn't know where to go. Now he gets cold to play on. Has to go long down the tennis court side of the ground, over the back of the pack. No one can hang on to that mark. Mount Evelyn, no, they can't. Keenan Hinton's got it. Gives a handball over the top, comes back to him. Lands in the hands of Anderson. He got a handball out, but goes straight back to Hinton. A bit of a wobbly old kick on the side of the boot.
Oh, that could actually go on the courts. I think it has.
Oh, love 30. And that has gone. There's another footy gone. There's two you can get there, Lou.
Yep.
One's on ring 2 holding shot.
No. Oh, don't. No, take your time grabbing the footy. Seriously.
I reckon he'll jump the net, this bloke. You watch. Here we go.
So it might be Evelyn. Is that a female, actually?
No, someone's already in there.
Oh, yeah, that's the holding pin.
Oh, good kick. Well done.
Well done. Sign that player up straight away. Anyway, out in the full. Free kick taken. Mount Evelyn, no one's been picked up, and they can play on here. This could be Coley. Plays on there. Kicks it long to centre half forward. Right in the centre of the ground, it bounces. Umpire says play it on. Oates goes in very hard, doesn't he? Picks it up. Little handball came out the back of the pack. That was Waters. Now it goes straight down the cricket pitch. Fellows just about got it. Has now. Handball's over to Inaps. It goes over his head. Nobody can take it. This ball just bounces every which way but straight. There's a whistle on play.
Right.
Is there going to be a throw paid? Otherwise, out in his own was Picaro. And the free kick going to go the way of Mount E.
Yeah, it sure is. Leo just in their defensive 50. Can they move the ball?
All right. Scoreboard's finished.
Yeah, scoreboard's had enough.
They've had enough. The scores are off.
Yeah, so it's you could say it's 0-0 here as the ball goes out very, very wide, and Wells standing at the ground there was done nicely by Beacon, but just slipped through his hands.
That wasn't Ray Fellows pulling the plug out over there, was it?
No, he's too busy looking at the
no, she's back up again.
Where's the footy?
Over there.
Okay, good.
Near the super stopper.
Oh, got it.
Ball back in. Head out that time by Fuchs, who's had a dip in the ruck there. And we'll have another take at it, Leo, that same spot, really.
Yep, it sort of drains off pretty quickly down there, so the ball often just rolls down towards the old clubhouse there, the bowls. Throw in once again. Around about centre wing. Beacom in front, threw it out the right hand. Umpire lets him go. Folks can't pick it up. There he goes now. A little handball over the top there. We've got another footy game going on around the corner. A little kick off the ground there. Could have been by Beamish, so let him go. Here's an opportunity now for Mount Evelyn, and it has gone out of bounds just in front of Jamie Shaw. Is that York in here?
No, not me. It's they're watching the game. It's the only reason why they got it on is Port Adelaide's within 8 points of Collingwood.
And yeah.
Make that 2 points.
There we go.
Go Port.
Well, I'll tell you what, Collingwood win by 3 points after the siren on a very iffy free kick the way they've been going this year. It's on centre wing once again here at Upwey Tecoma. Picked up and just kicked on the left foot, unfortunately there for Mount Evelyn.
I thought that was kicked on the
came
roof.
off the boot there of Ryan Fuchs and it's gone out of bounds on the full. No, it's a bit deceiving, the distance between the fence and the roof. It looks like it's right next door, but there's a bit of a car park under there and no man's land, they call that. And it's going to be a free kick and it's going to go the way of Upwey's Benny Hinton if he gets the footy back. We've kicked it 3 times and still haven't made it back over the fence. Here we go. Still that's 4 times.
How's Wurry and Narry going, Odin?
It's still 1 point, 14-17, 101 to 15-10, 100. So Wurry got to 100 first, but I reckon Leo's theory could be in trouble here potentially if Narry get the next goal.
Narry Warren Narry Warren still keep that trend going of scoring 100 in every single game they've played so far this year. As Upwey Tecoma go forward, and that's been kicked into the locals there in the Viresum Tand, as Aidan likes to call it.
The Viresum Tand. All right, so...
Sorry, I'm not going to lie, I'm distracted by Mark Howard here. Got Collingwood and Port Adelaide in the left.
I'll take it. So this is fellows with the ball, and that kick there not hitting anyone. And so ball spilling along the ground as Wicks try to pick it up from ground level.
Advantage.
And they take away here to Upwey Tecoma. That wasn't the best kick. Probably could have taken the mark, but decided not to. Went the fist. That handball there going to no one in particular. Eventually, Mount Evelyn get the ball moving out of their defensive 50. Taken there that time by Beacom. Handball goes out wide here, and they should be able to get the ball moving back inside again here, Upwey Tecoma. But trying to cut off the ball that time. There was Johansson.
Oh, great tackle.
Taking in a good tackle. There was Oates, and it's holding the ball. And Mount Evelyn can get the ball moving out of the defensive 40 once again.
Matty Gibbons, terrific tackle that.
Gibbons looks ahead, goes to the broadcast wing here. Mark is eventually taken there that time by Wiles, and Wiles wastes absolutely no time. He goes with a lateral pass here to Hinton. Hinton goes out wide here, one-on-one, no mark taken. Out the back there is Picaro. They do get the ball in play here. I think it's, oh no, slipped over. And that's gone out of bounds.
Yes, indeed.
And those people over there in the Viresm tan wanted a free kick, but it will be a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, Fuchs going off the ground there, Liam, you pointed out, and I think he's exactly that. And it's going to be a throw-in in front of the scoreboard.
Boundary throw-in at half forward here for Upwey Tecoma. Still leading by 35 points here at the moment. And just smashing it away there. That time was Shaw, but it's picked up here this time by Weiser.
Good man.
And the mark is eventually taken, so they can get the ball moving out here again, can Mount Evelyn. So a bit of turnover from both sides here as Inaps has the ball, and he now just brings the ball over to the broadcast side. This is Hindhaw. He had to get the spoil in the end because the kick was not to his advantage. Picking the ball up there that time was Orenshaw. Can have a shot at goal here now, but decides not to, was Burrows. And that kick not making the distance, and it's cut off. And they can get the ball moving out of here. The mark was taken that time by Burton, and here they go. Cody Burton, I'm pretty sure he used to be a CETA student, Liam.
Probably was, Aiden, as
I think he might
ball's in the
have
middle of the ground, pushing the back.
No.
No, he's crossed his arms. Looks like he signalled out, pushing the back.
Yeah, just before the push, I think, simultaneously.
Could be wrong. So, Liam, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, take a breath, Aiden, I reckon.
Yeah, it's just I'm exhausted, listen.
Have a drink. Head out comes to ground. It went down to Peduto, and it's...
It could be a pearl diver holding his breath that long, couldn't he?
Oh, easily, yeah. Real sort of treasure hunter. Could go down to the Titanic and find the diamond of the ocean or whatever it was, Aiden.
Well, if it actually existed.
Oh, well, movies make sense to me.
No score this quarter, guys. We've been going, what, 9 minutes?
Yeah,
Nil draw.
He was hoping it's not another long quarter.
Well,
A lot of stoppages, though.
Yeah, that's the problem, mate. Just keep an eye on that Warrior Narry game for me, mate, because that's
Yeah, we'll do.
that could be a tip down the gurgler. There's another stoppage. That's about 3 in a row. You'll get sick of balling it up here. Free kicks coming.
Let's be honest, though, Liam, everyone would have tipped Narry, so it's not like you're losing too much when you think about it.
That's a good point.
There might have been one person that might have tipped the upset of Warri winning.
Probably Rory Sloan.
Yeah,
I believe so. He puts his tips in on Monday, so I think you're down to, well, it's almost said it then, the gurgler. Umpire, here's another good tackle laid. Umpire says, oh no, got away. He was lucky to get away with that, I thought. Good tackle laid, and it's just players are getting very fatigued out there, up by Tecoma. This time they pick it up and get a very long kick down the outer side of the ground for Jackson Waters. And taking a mark in front there. Has it been paid, Waterman? Umpire says yes, it has. And they're on a run now at the moment. They just can't hit targets. Here's an opportunity to play just in the background, tip over at the wrong time. It's right in the middle of that forward 50. Desperate defence there by Livingston of Mount Evelyn. Back in the centre of the ground. Umpire just lets him play now, and taking a mark there on his chest at centre half forward is a Wicks. Probably too far out. Comes to the pavilion side of the ground, over the back of the pack. Here's an opportunity.
Here they go.
Daniel Waters, handball,
Misses.
check side kick by Upwey Tecoma's O'Brien. I didn't put him off, just missed. First quarter, last quarter, goes away to Tigers, 7:15, 57, 1:15, 21, Mount Evelyn, 10.5 gone, quarter number 4.
Be Inaps to get the ball out of full back. He's just had to go behind the fence and grab the footy. 35-point margin. No, sorry, 36, I should say. Inaps plays on now. Went for a little run, kicks it out. Just slips through the hands of Livingston. Leo didn't like it.
No.
Hindhaw will sit under this. Must have just gone the required distance. Just. Goes to Coley, who fell over at an inopportune time. Just got the handball away in time. Hindhaw, Livingston. Sends one down the line. Comes to ground, went through the hands of Weiser, and there they go forward here to Mount Evelyn. It's a tumbler, it's a foot race, set up nicely for Hill. Hill handballed over the top, did nicely to Orenshaw, who switches play, does so nicely. They could be out on a run here.
Well, that's a much better
Past
switch.
Jenkinson.
Oh, no.
And was just out.
Yep. Well, it was a better play, just didn't execute the skill.
Yes, out the full. As Mount Evelyn go back inside 450, fisted away from Hill, boundary throwing.
And it's gone down that hill, right in front of the Karcher sign. And it's going to be a bit of a wait. This is where we get the extra bits of time on. Anything else happening around town, Aidan?
Let's have a look at some other scores. We'll have a look at
While this footy comes
Division 1, not the reserves, so the seniors. Belgrave at 10,465, trailing Gembrook Cockatoo 21,834, Berwick Springs 12,1587, leading Seville 7,446, Yarra Glen 8,957, leading Hillsville 8,755. So.
And that footy's gone into rink 3.
Very close
on
game.
The game
There at the Piggery. Kinglake 15,898, leading Powelltown 7,951, Alexandra 20,1131, leading Broadford Yea 6,642.
Okay, so a couple of footies down there. I think this one might just come back from the bowls. And I couldn't tell you how many out in the full though. Didn't take that stat, but would have been oodles.
Oh, there'll be heaps. We'll have a look at Premier data during the week, Leo. And I'll text you through the.
Oh, I can't wait.
The statistics.
Yeah, I'll lose sleep over it. Free kick going to go the way here, fellows. Can kick the ball a long way. Does so. Goes to the top of the goal square. Who can take a mark? Nobody can. The umpire says play on. Opportunity
Coley.
there, and on the left foot, Coley has
missed.
And I didn't put him off. Wasn't my fault.
Didn't have a chance to.
No, went too quick. Cooper Coley. Oh, he's on the scoreboard. He's another one who's kicked it behind. That first score. 1:16:22.
I've got 7-point kickers.
Evelyn will get some there. 22, 7:15:57, 13 gone last quarter. And it's going to be, where's the footy? Full back. Now I've got 7 plus a lot of rushed. And someone pinched a footy again, boys. What's going on?
We're just, maybe.
Well, game without a footy is just no game at all, boys. That's all I can say.
Warriors still seem to be hanging by the skin of their teeth by a point.
Here it comes. It's got to come in from the...
I think it's gone into someone's house, the other one.
Okay, well, there's a bit of door knocking to be done for you, Liam, as well. Just don't tell them you come from, that you found God, because you probably get the dog skitched on you. Kick in now. Big, long, high kick right in the centre of the ground. Forbes had just kicked it down. All mate dislocated a finger there as he grabbed his hand. Umpire lets him go. Kick out of the pack by Upwey Tecoma. Looking for and finding the leading goal kicker on the park. Pacaro, who's kicked 4. And there's a player all on his own. Daniel Waters. Can I say anything?
You're going to?
I'm going to anyway.
Oh,
You've done
it that many
well,
times.
Daniel Waters has kicked 4 behinds today.
This is, you did it to the other team.
This is the ideal spot to kick goals from, honestly. It drifts a little bit to the right, inside left goal post, cannot miss. Here we go. Daniel Waters.
The one time he's kicked a goal.
Look at this.
Oh,
Told you. Never wrong. Straight through the middle.
Never wrong.
First goal for Daniel Waters. 8 goals, 15.
Leo, I tell you what, I don't think you'll ever be welcome back at Mount Evelyn ever again.
Upwey Tecoma. Oh, yes, man.
I'm never welcome at Upwey Tecoma. 63, 116, 22. 15 minutes gone in the last quarter. Oh, gee.
Oh, I love Aiden's laugh when he gets going.
There we go. Great goal there, Daniel Waters. Well, he's had plenty of goes. He's kicked 1 goal 4 for the afternoon, so he's done his job. Back in the middle. Umpire throws the ball up in the air. Both ruckmen just tap it straight down. Beacon probably got slightly better of it. Hinton picks it up, little handball out the side. They can go into that forward area once again. Oh, there's a good pass and the mark straight into the clunk of the hands of Waterman. So Nathan Waterman wants to dish it off, and what's he do? Straight on the chest of Jackson Merritt. Unfortunately plays for Mount E.
Merritt's kick was dangerous.
Oh, no,
lost it,
over.
fell over. O'Brien set sail for home. It's another one.
Oh, the floodgates.
9:15:69 Upwey Tecoma, and poor old Mount Evelyn are 1:16:22, I believe. Yes, that's correct. We've gone 16 minutes final quarter here on the outer east game of the day.
2 in a row. Does that constitute a flood or what? What do you got there, Aiden? You're pointing to the cracked windscreen of your phone there.
Warriors still hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Apparently there's been about 5 or 6 minutes and no score since Naria brought it back to a point.
31 scoring shots to 20. They should have won by an awful lot more there.
Well, I don't even know if the game's over though. It might still be going.
Kick out of the centre of the ground there by Gibbons of Mount Evelyn. It's in their forward line. Handball comes out. Here's an opportunity. Check side kick out of the pack by Beamish. Has gone through. 4 behind. 1 goal, 17-23. Mount Evelyn's 9:15:69 Upwey Tecoma. You'd think it'd be a gale blowing here, wouldn't you? But there isn't. 17 gone in the last quarter.
Oh, there's been a little breeze.
It's not a gale.
Yeah,
like the birds aren't flying backwards or anything.
should play this down at Williamstown or something.
Oh, yeah, well, I was there. They do fly backwards. Let me tell you that right now.
Aiden and I have been there when it's been 3 degrees.
Yeah, I've been there when I called it off. So anyway, there's a whistle on play.
I don't think there's a single goal down towards the pavilion in that night. It was just all down the far end.
Well, I played there one day. Time went backwards. That's how hard the wind was blowing. Centre wing, short kick for Upwey Tecoma on the outer side of the ground. Just keep going, son. Sunny's eye. Can you believe that? Kick it into the shade.
Warrior have defeated Narry Warren, by the way.
There you go. First defeat for the
Well done,
year.
yeah.
Kiss of death has one right. And there they squared the ball up by Tecoma, looking for Beacon. Stood there and waited. Couldn't pick it up. Goal kicker just a couple of minutes ago. Picks it up and kicks it around the corner. This is young O'Brien. And the mark, unfortunately, for Upwey Tecoma has been taken by Heafy. Hasn't been too bad. Centre half back.
And Heafy sends the ball forward here. No mark is taken.
Yes, no.
And the ball just coming out of the contest here for the moment.
There you
That's
go,
a
here's a
beautiful
chance.
pick up here. The kick maybe not the best though. It's straight to the opposition player there in Ambrose, who eventually picks the ball up. He's in a bit of trouble here. Just got the kick away, picking the ball up at ground level. That time there was Waterman. And now he's locked up in a tackle, and this will be balled up just in front of our commentary position here on the pavilion side of the ground. So ball up here, it's going to be, I think Hinton's going in the ruck. No, it's not Hinton. That was Beacon in the ruck there for Upwey Tecoma, who got the tap down, but it's Mount Evelyn get the ball moving forward, and that's a good mark taken by Beamish, who kicked.
What do you reckon, Leo?
I reckon he kicked it behind last time. Oh, here.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did kick it behind.
He was down the other end.
Who's kicked? Well,
Leo, just let him have this one, Leo.
Leo's being circled by the locals.
Yeah, he is. They're slowly surrounding him.
It's not the best place to kick goals from, so he shouldn't miss.
Jack Beamish.
Dead straight.
He'll be kicking from beyond the
Don't
arc
go left.
on a 45-degree angle, and he's missed
he went
it.
right. There you go,
And
told
misses
you.
everything.
Kick there up the full.
Didn't kick a point.
He's got a crowd now, Leo, to perform in front of. As Upwey Tecoma bring it out of defence. They
Might be an escort out of here, I think.
Yeah, I hope your tyres aren't slashed or anything.
Oh, better not be. Got to go to golf tomorrow.
A few ideas popping in the heads.
Get the bus down.
Here we go. Opportunity. No, I'll get him a goal before then. Didn't the umpire pay that, Mark?
Ash Gibbons did. Was Urquhart who took the mark by the looks of it. Might have been Ash Gibbons even. Looked like the 16. Anyway, here is Keenan Hinton.
Been good.
Yeah, he's been very good. About to enter time on here, final quarter. Short pass is on. Which is taken in front of the line. Looked like by Hill.
Well, kick to kick now, just
Gives it
racking
back
up the
to
stats.
Hinton. Yeah, it'll look good on the Premier data come Monday and Tuesday. That kick didn't find a target, but bounced kindly for Waters, the skipper, who goes a little bit down the line. This man's been magnificent.
Oh, he's been great.
In Hindor.
Bounce
Set
through.
sail for
Gets
home.
through. Bounce
It's
right.
tumbling and...
Oh,
no!
He's kicked it. I think he's kicked it.
I think he...
Yes! There we go. There's a big cheer in the pavilion.
Who are we gonna give it to?
I think that was... It might have been Thwaites. I'm not 100%
Come off the
sure.
bottom of the boots.
Oh.
I reckon he's come off the stops there. Hindor got it there. Let's give him 3 points each. So Hindor got it there, and it's been. I reckon.
I think it was socket off the ground.
Oh, with the stops. I don't think he with the boots. Whoa, Jason's back.
They're all
Took
part
the dogs
of
for a
the
walk.
boots.
Well, who kicked it then, boys?
Oh, Johansson.
It was
there you go.
Johansson. It
He's
was.
the multiple goal scorer too.
2 goals. Oh,
He's the only bloke probably not to kick it behind as well.
29. Only 40 points in arrears now. Well, we've gone 21 gone. Can they get it back? Jason's been home. He took the dogs for a walk.
He must have heard. He's probably said something.
Oh, no. Oh, Aaron Bailey just letting us know that Worry won't. Thanks, Bales. We knew that.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, that's all right. No, it's great. Bales letting us know that. He's fantastic in doing that. Obviously doesn't listen to the broadcast, but never mind.
Oh,
Never mind. Worry won.
game of the season.
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
Could have been, should have been, weren't there. Love to have been there. I'm going to have to watch that on our screen. Hopefully it's as good as the grand final's going to be. Get another centre clearance. It was a good smother laid there by Weezer of Upwey Tecoma. Mount Evelyn looking much more lively in the last quarter. They finally come good. All backing into the pack was a gutsy effort by Morris. Couldn't hang on to the mark. Oh, great tackle by the young fella Cole. Should be paid, and it is. Good, well rewarded. Plays on now, kicks it underground, unfortunately for him. Nothing's working out at the moment. Little handball over the top. Umpire just lets him play on. Everyone's getting a little bit fatigued at the moment. Little handball comes out. That kick went about 3 inches off the boot there of Park and Jenkinson. They let him go now. That kick's been touched. And it should be a throw in. No, it hasn't gone out just yet. He's sitting on top of the ball. Oh, and been pinged for holding the ball. That's a bit harsh, I think. Jackson Waters with the free kick. Hindor there, couldn't really do much about it. Been caught to play on now. Waterman long towards the top of the forward 40. I was going to say 50. Why not? Handball comes out the top. Oh,
well done.
Get through that. Just snuck through there. Beacom kicks it long to the flank. Yeah, here's the multiple goal kicker. Kick 4. Loves it. Right foot snap. Surely he hasn't kicked that. No, he hasn't. Blemished the scorebook there. Did Carmine Picaro's kick 4-1. 9 goals, 16-70. They lead Mount Evelyn 2-17-29. We've gone 23 minutes, quarter number 4.
Straight out of full back go the Rovers. They send it high and long, broadcast side in front of the interchange benches.
Smash.
Big jump there that time from Jackson Waters. One of the biggest fists I've ever seen on a football.
Good mark.
High and long and good mark sitting underneath, taken by Ambrose, who gave the immediate handball off to Waters. Waters gave it off, and they're away on the tennis club side here. Here's Waters again, goes for a gallop. Centres the ball. It was a bit of a floater inside forward 50. Well read, nearly taken a one-handed mark there. That time was Heafy.
Oh, gotcha.
Comes
Great
to ground.
tackle.
Good crunching tackle there, Lade.
Bang.
The locals over there in the Vic Hessam stand wanted to hold the ball, but none coming towards. And it'll be a ball up around 45 from home for Upwey Tecoma, who are kicking to the left of screen or the left of your radio dial.
Unless you're parked on the other side.
No, thanks, Leo. Yeah, you park on the tennis courts, mate.
Well, you can here, but...
Ball back up, didn't go too far. Maybe a little bit of meterage gained for Mount Evelyn, if anything. And we've kicked 1-2 in this quarter to 2-2. We go again, good fist forward, out of the ruck for Upwey Tecoma. A tumbler goes forward, falls in front of Waters that time. And it'll find its way in front of the super stopper there on the outer side, Leo.
It has indeed. Going to be another throw in. What have we done, boys? 24. Can't be too long to go. 29, trails 70. Tigers in front of the Rovers. It's going to be a throw in. They've put in everything, these two sides. They just haven't really put much score on the board. Took it out of the ruck and got a little handball out. I think Weezer lucky to get away. The umpire lets him play on. Kicks down the centre line of the ground there on the boundary line, and it's gone out in the full, has it? It has come off the boot there of Waterman. And the free kick here going to go the way of Mount Evelyn. And the free kick there going to Gibbons. And everybody's just rolled back here now for Upwey. And good mark taken there in the lead by Merritt. Plays back in the centre of the ground. Umpire says, oh, you should have gone. Almost took off, did Morris. Does so now. Runs down the cricket pitch. Long kicked into the top of the goal square. Over the back of the pole. That's a good mark. And well done there. That's Ambrose. Goes on straight away. Goes to the outside of the ground. Can play on straight away. Orenshaw with it. Goes down the tennis court side of the ground. Jumping up high. Couldn't hang on to the mark was Waterman. Mount Evelyn with it once again. Drive it back to the top of the forward 50 or 40. And the mark's been taken by Nick Hoskin.
Hoskin just pops it inside the forward 40. No mark was taken. Getting to the ground ball first. That time there was Hinton for Upwey Tecoma. He's taken in a tackle and holding the ball's been paid. So could be a shot at goal here for Mount Evelyn. This chance for their third.
I'm not saying anything. I reckon he'll kick this, so there's no doubt about it.
He's backing him in here. So this is Pat Heafy lining up for goal here.
Leo reckons he'll kick it.
Absolutely.
Leo's backing him in.
I'm not sure if he's going to kick a goal, but he definitely kicked the footy. You watch this.
From beyond the arc on a 45-degree angle.
Never in doubt.
That's not a bad looking kick. It's going to just fall short, is it?
Goal
umpire didn't move.
Oh, we're
going to be a little
score
conference
review.
Here.
Yeah, review it.
Goal umpire's happy it's a goal. There we go. Third goal of the day for Mount Evelyn. 9-16-70 plays 3-17-35. The Rovers getting a couple of late ones.
Floodgates have opened.
And
26 minutes gone. Was that
26 minutes gone into the final quarter. It was Pat Heafy.
Should have given the ball more often. Told you, never in doubt. Got the journey just in. I like the score review. Didn't look at us, but
no, didn't need to. Just needed to. I think it was just a double check. The goal umpire was certain. The goal umpire backed himself in.
Herself.
And herself. Sorry, backed herself in, and the goal was paid. And the ball's back in the middle here now. And winning the just grabbing it out of the ruck there that time beautifully by Beacom. And he just throws the ball onto the right boot It was in the direction of Waters, but he couldn't take the mark. It fell short of him, and the ball spills out of bounds right in front of the Viresum Tand, and it's going to be thrown back into play here. And Liam never doesn't laugh at that one. It never gets old.
You just love saying it.
I do love saying it.
It's like a 3-year-old learning how to speak, isn't it?
Yep, that's it. And the ball's going to be thrown back into play here inside the forward 40 here for Upwey Tecoma.
Oh, splat.
Having a ping at the goals here was Burrows, but didn't quite make the distance. And here now with a little soccer off the ground, that time was O'Brien. Getting the handball back here is Bacon. That's a long kick from Von Hess. Oh! No, he hasn't taken it. It just fell short. Just couldn't quite complete the mark. So that's going to be balled up. It was a good effort. Unfortunately, ball goes to ground, so stoppage in the forward pocket here for Upwey Tecoma. Grabbing out of the ruck there was Waters, who kicks the ball backwards. Bit of an interesting one. And another stoppage inside 50 here this time. As Wicks tried to keep it in play but couldn't do so. So right in front of the James Molino sign here for those watching the live broadcast. You obviously wouldn't know if you were listening to the radio, but anyway, Beacom got front position there and won the tap. And they're going to get the ball out of the defensive 50 here, but Upwey Tecoma might yet be able to keep it in there, but no, this ball...
Good handball.
No, couldn't keep it in play there. It was O'Brien. I'm guessing you guys can't see this one just yet. That's right, I'll keep it going for another second or two. So Bantry throwing still inside forward 40 here for Upwey Tecoma. Beacom got front position, slapping it away. That time there, I think, was Fuchs. And they get a kick away here, Leo.
They do indeed. Oh, you had enough there. Little handball out, Beamish got it across the Forbes. On his left foot, puts it up nice, bit of a wooge. Goes straight up, straight down. Who can pick at the bottom of the pack there? Upwey. They can break out quite nicely. Doing it well was Waterman. A bit too easy, and that's correct. And Oates takes a good mark on his chest. Been pretty good all day. As Oates and Bailey Oates from about 30 metres out, directly in front.
What do you reckon?
No doubt about it. Can't miss.
Oh, gee.
Cannot miss from 30 out, directly in front. You practice these all the way after training. You miss it, you do 2 laps. That's why you don't miss. Don't let it go right, that's all. Everyone's got their fingers crossed, toes crossed. Comes off the boot beautifully. Goal umpire looks up and goes straight away. That's a goal. Nods his head. Never in doubt. And Bailey Oates, after 3 behinds, has kicked the goal as well. And they finally found their targets. 10 goals, 16, 76. And it looks as though the cordial's starting to kick in over there at the Vic Ressam stand as well. 3:17, 35, 29, nearly 30 minutes gone, quarter number 4. 26 shots to 20. You'd imagine a big score, wouldn't you? You'd be wrong. 76 to 35. Not very lax at trying. 2 goals, 2 to 3 goals, 2 this quarter, so it's been pretty even. Umpire throws the ball off once again. A bit of a tap out there. Upwey going further forward once again. Ducked a tackle. Did well, did Wicks. Straight down the middle of the ground. Unfortunately for him, lands in the hands of Inaps. Right, it's enough back.
Yeah, Naps marks, opts to switch play. It's gone right in front of this pylon, right in front of me, and it's fisted over the boundary line for a throw-in, and we've entered the 31st minute of play here in the final quarter. 41-point lead to the Tigers. We've done it quite nicely today.
Absolutely. How did they do it? With points. Lots of points. 33 points today. 13-33 between the two of them.
Unheard of. Ball back into play. Both ruckmen tried a little bit of a draw of it. And there is the final siren. And the Tigers of Upwey Tecoma have just done what they needed to do today, and that was to get the win, wasn't it, Leo?
Absolutely.
They ended up 10-16-76. They've defeated Mount Evelyn, and inaccurate, to say the least, 3-17-35.